If you are just coming into the live stream, hold tight just a second, testing the audio and all that stuff as usual, just to make sure that the audio signal is coming through okay, so that you don't end up hating me. All right, looks like the audio is working, so we are good to go, it seems. Wow, a lot of people in here already. Holy moly. 49 people in here already, and I just, like, I'm not even on the screen yet. There we go, on the screen now, I think. What is going on, Dollcraft Channel, Doll Vivo? What is going on? Niam Creates, hey there. AM Craft Gaming and Animation was definitely the first person in the chat. You know, I just got to go ahead and say that. Props going out right there. Vivian, what is going on? Dollcraft Channel. Illish Truth, what is going on? English Like a Native, hey, nice to see you. Blockman Studio, Sparky Splash, Imran Isaac, what is going on? So today, guys, we are going to do some Q&As. I figured I would hop in here for a little bit and, you know, basically just answer some questions and hang out a little bit. Brian G. Johnson in the house, what is going on? Hey, Brian G. Johnson, see this? See this over here? This guy is in the house. He's famous. Look at this. Brian G. Johnson in the house. The one with the blue name up there that said Yo Nick. He's in the house. Author. What's going on, B to the G? Nice to see you in here. John Marshall and Elizabeth, nice to see you in here also. Seeing a lot of familiar faces coming in. This is great. Okay, so let's get some questions rolling in, and let's see if I can answer them for you. Help, says Brian G. Johnson. Why is the stream offline? That's interesting. Let me check. You just need to refresh. If the stream freezes up, if you just refresh it, then it will come back in, and you'll be okay. So you're good. We're still live. We are still rolling, and we are good. Lovely Kid Japan, nice to see you in here. So I'm going to start looking for some questions to answer here and see what we can get into. Hanging out with all the cool kids. Yep, this is the spot. HRH Tiffany, what is going on? Love you too. Gord, what is going on? Lots of Tube Ritual faces in here. Absolutely. Gord Eisman in the house. I finally caught it live. Yay, says the Gothic Scholar. That's cool. Brett Atwood, what is going on? Nice to see you. All right, guys, so while I'm waiting for some questions to come in, I want to talk to you about something that a conversation that I had with a new client of mine. And we were just talking about YouTube and talking about, you know, some of the things that are, that you need to keep in mind when you're making YouTube videos. And one of those things is how big of a reach that you have with your YouTube channel and how big of an impact that you can make in the lives of other people with your YouTube channel if you use it correctly. Because the type of channel that he has is basically personal development type stuff and self-help type stuff. And the whole conversation was basically, I was trying to stress the importance of him recognizing, you know, that it's important that he takes it seriously because he has the ability now to impact people all over the world. And because the type of content that he's making, like, he has the ability to actually go in there and change lives. So for all of us that make any type of helpful content or any type of content where we are, you know, providing a service of any kind to people to where we can, you know, reach people and help them in some way, you know, that's a huge responsibility for all of us. And that's why I wanted to come in and do a subscriber Q&A today. My format in this live stream is completely different than it normally is. And that is because I want to just spend the time answering questions that you guys have instead of, you know, putting on a show and all of that stuff like I normally do. I just want to, you know, just sit here, answer your questions as much as I possibly can because I appreciate you guys. And I believe that a lot of the people that are in this chat right now and a lot of people that are going to watch this on the replay, I believe that you have the ability to really, really make a huge impact into the lives of other people. So that's why I wanted to come in and just answer your questions so that we can help you move along in that process, so that you can get a, so you can get your reach bigger, because we all, I heard that guy over there's got a big reach. So, I want a big reach too. That probably didn't come out too good. Techno Dad, what is going on? Nice to see you. Danielle Branch, nice to see you also. Dolce Mom Life, what is going on? Okay, so here we go. We're going to get right into the questions. Chopra here says that there's a live stream error in the YouTube app. If you are seeing that error, because I'm getting it too from time to time, if it freezes up or whatever, all you have to do is just close it and reopen it, and then you're good to go. So if anybody has that same problem, then that's what's going on. Okay, Dolce Mom Life says, I did 2 challenges and they did fairly well, but it was getting some weirdos messaging me. Should I stop doing challenges only because challenges is not what we solely do? If you are getting weirdos messaging you, then I would report them to YouTube, of course. I would assume that depending on the types of challenges that you were doing, that, there's probably people looking, crawling out of the woodwork, trying to harass people on different types of challenges and different types of videos that people make too. So if you fall into that category, maybe do a different type of challenge, or just ignore them and recognize them as being weirdos, so to speak, and just keep doing your thing. If it's something that that you're wanting to do, if you're wanting to do that type of challenges, just kind of put in your block words list. In the video that I made for anybody in here that's a regular viewer, the video that I made on the different things that you can do in your YouTube channel, one of the things that I mentioned was a block list. So Dolce Mom Life, if you have particular things that they're saying, particular offensive things that they're saying, you can just copy and paste those and just start putting them in your block list. And then over time, you're going to end up blocking a majority of the creepy comments that come in. Thespina Double X asks, hey Nick, what's your advice on how to connect with other YouTubers in regards to collabs? One thing, of course, is being active on their channel, watching their videos, being into what it is that they're doing. That's always helpful. Leaving like actual real comments on their content is definitely a good way to get them to notice you at first. And then from there, you can reach out to them on Twitter. You can reach out to them through the About Me page on YouTube. You can send them an email if they have any public emails or anything like that. That's a fantastic way to reach out for collaborations. But keep in mind, everybody looks at collaborations differently. Some people don't want to do collaborations at all. Some people will only do collaborations with people that are at certain levels along the way. Some people, are wanting to do collaborations with everybody. So just keep in mind, if you do send an email or you send a message trying to get somebody to collaborate with you, if they don't collaborate with you or they don't even respond to your email or to your message, don't take it personally, because depending on, who you're sending the message to and things like that, they might get collaboration requests all day long and you might just get lost in there. And that's why it's important that you are in the comments regularly. I said it okay that time, but it's important that you're in the comments on a regular basis, because by doing that and by having the bell notification checked and being one of the first people into their videos, eventually they're going to start seeing a pattern to where, oh yeah, this person was in here last time. They were one of the first few people to comment last time. And then, that's a way to start getting some attention to yourself, to where maybe they might, open your email when they see it. Okay. English Like a Native, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Okay. Hi, Nick. I want to do some sort of Photoshop CS6 tutorial, but I don't feel I have the time. Can you please help? Rosilla's 5'8". If you are doing Photoshop tutorials, I would not do CS6 tutorials. I would move on to the Creative Cloud and try to keep your content as current as you possibly can, because even though I'm sure there's still plenty of people looking for CS6 tutorials, you want to future-proof yourself as much as you can. And if you feel like you don't have the time, then you either have to make time or you have to not do it. The choice is yours. So you have to say, okay, well, is this important enough to me? Do I really want to do this enough to where I want to sacrifice something else in order to create this content? If the answer is yes, then by all means, sacrifice a TV show or a couple of TV shows a week or whatever it takes to go ahead and make those tutorials and get them uploaded to YouTube. Star Prince asks, how to get many views for a video and subscribers, and is it good to use face cam and reveal our face? The whole face thing, that's a personal preference. if you use a face, then you're giving people something to connect to, but you don't have to use a face in order to have a successful channel on YouTube. There's plenty of channels that have never shown their face or barely show their face, and they're doing fantastic. My friend Brandon over at 1% Better, he's a great example. He just makes videos every now and then showing his face, but for the most part, all of his videos are screen recordings, or not screen recordings, but they are animations that he puts together. So if he were to just do his animations without showing his face, his channel would still be doing fine, and he would still be growing like wildfire on YouTube. So the face is definitely not a requirement to making videos. How to shoot with a kit lens on a Rebel T6. I read it. Calm down, please, on the emoticons. With the Canon Rebel T6, I shoot with a kit lens on my Canon 70D. So if you watch my videos, good morning, Heavyweight Mark, how are you? So if you watch my videos, then you'll see that, I'm using the kit lens as well, which is a 18-135 lens. So basically all you have to do is just set it up and set your scene up and everything else, just like you would, if you had an additional lens for it or something like that. I'm not sure which kit lens that you have, but as long as you have a lens and you have a camera, then you can definitely figure it out. Okay, 90 plus live already. Boom. 98. Nice. Okay, hi, I want to do some Photoshop. We got that one covered. Hey, Nick, how to have many subscribers make valuable content. Make content that's going to provide value to people in some way, shape, or form. When you make content that that's helpful to people or entertains people, like seriously entertains people in some way or something like that, then you are pretty much increasing your chances of people subscribing to your channel because, they are getting something out of it. And the more that you give, the better chance that people are going to give back by hitting that subscribe button because they're going to want to see more because you're giving so much. Let's see here. How do you make overlay of chat in live? The overlays that you're looking at right now on my screen, and this is the answer, let's see here, Ryan Technical's question. The overlay that you're seeing right here, all of this stuff right up here and this down here, I make those in Photoshop and then I import them into OBS, Open Broadcast Software, I think is what the OBS stands for, and I just load them into there, and that's what allows me to do that. All right, let's go down the list here. Is he ignoring me? Zach plays games. I am not ignoring you, my friend. What challenge should I do for a video? If you're going to do a challenge, Scarlet 101, I would say I would hit the popular on YouTube. I would just go to the search bar on YouTube and type in popular on YouTube and go watch the videos there and see what challenges are being are popular there, so that hopefully you can tap into one of those in the suggested or something like that. You can also go into Google/YouTube trends. If you just go into Google and you type YouTube trends or trending on YouTube, then it will give you the option to see what is trending in your area, and then you can break that down by challenges as well. The Average Dan, Sweet Spot live stream. Thank you, I think. What's up, Average Dan? Nice to see you, man. Let's see here. After 10K, where do I get YouTube money after that? After you, and from Ultra Fusion X Films, after 10,000 subscribers, you get money from your YouTube ads. So you have to make sure that your channel is verified, and you have to make sure that you have your monetization enabled. That's what happens at 10,000. But just so you know, depending on how creative you are, you can actually make money without even having 10,000. You're just not going to be able to do it in ads. Even just simply using affiliate links, if you're getting views, then even just using affiliate links, then you'll be able to make money. Probably not a lot because you don't have 10,000 views yet, but you can definitely get some money started doing it that way. Okay, let's see here. How do I stop being lazy and make videos? That is from Vivian117. That's a life choice, my friend. You just have to prioritize. You have to say, okay, what is important? What's important? What's not important? And then go for that. If it's not important for you to make videos, if you would rather just sit on the sofa, then in that case, you're not going to make videos because sitting on the sofa is a lot more important. But as soon as you start making YouTube important and creating content and touching the lives of other people, as soon as you start making that important, then you'll start making videos. Okay, let's see here. Snapbit says, any tips on promoting our channel, Nick? I've tried many ways, but I need your advice too on promoting my videos. One great way to get started is, a lot of people say share your videos on social media. What that means is basically if you are making any type of content, when you go to share it on social media, you need to look for places that are a good fit for your content, where the people in those communities, be it Reddit, Facebook groups, whatever, web forums, anything, Quora, if you can answer questions in Quora with your videos or anything like that, basically wherever your content will be welcomed and not seen as spam. So basically when you contribute to a community with your content, then be it Facebook groups or whatever, you don't want to go to like a YouTube share group and say, hey, watch my video and I'll watch yours. What you want to do is you want to find Facebook groups and subreddits and things like that are based around the topics that you're making videos on. And then you start being active in those communities. And as soon as you start being active in those communities, then you'll see the patterns of other people. How are other people posting videos? Is anybody posting videos in here? But as people get to know you, then that will kind of open up the doors a little bit to where you can freely post content. And depending on how good they get to know you and how you kind of work your way in, so to speak, people might let you post content that they normally wouldn't let other people post content. As an example, in my Facebook group, like there's some people that will just go in there and they'll drop links. They're out of there. There's other people that when they go in and they drop their videos, I let them stay without question because they're an active participant in the group and they're not somebody that is just going in, dropping links and getting out of there. Okay. Hey, I feel that many people are seeing my vid. Any help with tags and advertising? I don't feel that many people are seeing my vids. Any help with tags and advertising? If you look on my channel page, Razilla's58, if you look on my channel page, or Brian G. Johnson, if he's still in the chat, if you look at his channel too, Brian G. Johnson TV, he does a lot of videos on ranking videos. I have a few, but he's actually in the ones on my channel. So if you want to get deeper insight into that, go look into those videos or go watch the videos on his channel just for a more in-depth explanation, deeper than I can go into right here in the live stream. Let's see here. Hey, Nick, I need a DSLR under $400. Please, Nick. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't stay up to date on what's out in cameras and things like that. I try to keep things as simple as possible. Once I get something working, then I'll just let it roll. So I'm not, I'm not up to date on the latest equipment that's coming out. So I cannot help you with that. Zach Plays Games. Vivian117 says Nick is really wise. With an upside down face. Boom, 110 watching now. Remember to hit the like button if you love what Nick's sharing, says Gord Eisman. Absolutely. If you guys are enjoying this information, definitely make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, just because, it kind of inspires me to stay on a little bit longer and, just kind of helps me, know that you're appreciating the information, lets me know that you are, learning something from it. Okay, Atismo Desafiante, sorry. Do you divide on days like recording, editing, or uploading, or everything the same day? I definitely divide. When creating content, I batch make the videos, and then I have them sitting on my hard drive so that when it's time to edit the videos, I can sit down and I can either edit a couple at a time, or I can just edit one video or whatever. But I batch record the videos, and then I edit the videos when they're coming up in the queue. 60-second success says, hey Nick, what do you suggest for gaining exposure? My content is received quite well, but I just need more eyes on it. I'm not sure you have 60-second success, so I'm guessing that you make success related content, and they're probably short videos. So in that case, I would try to find some subreddits that are based around success and try to find some Facebook groups that are based around success. And I would post your content there. But make sure, like I was saying a minute ago, make sure that you're an active participant in the community, because that's extremely important. Because if you're just going in there dropping links, then people are going to delete your videos. They're going to call you a spammer, and they're going to come to your channel, and they're going to leave rude comments and all of that. But if you're actually contributing And you're not just dropping videos, you're dropping videos, you're going in, you're commenting on other people's stuff. Maybe you'll drop an image in there from time to time or whatever, but you're an active participant. That really makes a huge impact, and it really opens up the doors as far as sharing your content is concerned. So as far as getting exposure, I would definitely go that route. And of course, learn how to actually rank your videos as well. Learning how to rank your videos in YouTube search and in Google search and Bing and everything else. That's a really, really great skill to have. And that's a fantastic way to get exposure, because if you get a video ranked right, that video is just going to keep pumping viewers to you day and night, to where you don't have to do anything extra for those particular videos, because views are just coming in on them. You don't have to put in any additional work, outside of answering the comments. Let's see here. Do you have a video? Heavyweight Mark asks, do you have a video on collaborative live streaming that maybe I'm not finding? I do not have a video on how to collaborate with live streaming. I did a collaboration on Gord Eisman's channel, which is just a few comments above yours. And Gord, you can go ahead and say something in here if you want, just to freshen it up, because I'm not sure how far down the list this is. But I have one on his, and he used Zoom, which is a service, and within that service, it allows you to have multiple people into your stream. And Roberto Blake and I are talking about, or we were talking about in the last stream, doing a live collaboration as well. And I'll probably end up getting Zoom for that, unless he already has it. So in that event, later on, I'll be able to answer that one a little bit better for you. But right now, that's where we're at. Nick, you're a mad guy. I am not mad, but I do come from the dark side. So just saying. Okay, let's see here. Hey, Nick, I'm a new gaming, educational, and literary YouTuber. Nice. That's an excellent service, spreading knowledge. I love it. How can you get more views and subscribers? I've created some great gaming videos from the past 2 weeks, but I'm suffering from views and subs. The same thing applies, man, as far as, joining communities that are around that type of content and learning how to rank your videos. Like for everybody in here that's wanting more views and subscribers, I've got videos about it on my channel. There's also other things that you can do, but the basics of it, is basically learn how to rank your videos and learn how to, I'm not going to say handle yourself in groups, but, learn how to interact well inside of Facebook and Reddit and things like that, so that people will welcome your content more than feel like you're pushing your content on them. Okay, how much time without new subscribers should I be worried that I'm doing something wrong? Stan the Slav, for that, man, I would have to actually look at your channel, because if you're making a bunch of content and you're not getting subscribers, then it could just be something to where you're not giving yourself the opportunity to be discovered. So you're not sharing your content, or your titles are bad, or you're using tags that don't apply, or, something like that. So, same thing applies, really. Like, just make sure if you are doing all of the things, and I mean really doing all of the things that to actually get people in front of your videos, if you're doing that, then, and you're still not getting subscribers, then you need to look at your actual content. So if you have views coming in, but you're not getting subscribers from those views, then you need to look at your content. You need to look at, the actual value that you're providing to the people that are watching your videos. Because if people are watching, but they're not subscribing, then maybe you're just not reminding them to subscribe. Maybe they're just not into the content enough. And your average view duration, if you go into your analytics, that's also going to help you know if the people that are watching your videos, how much your videos are they watching. If you're getting a good percentage viewed, but they're still not subscribing, then maybe you need to go a little bit harder on your actual call to action, asking them to subscribe to your channel. And guys, real quick, I just want to say, if you are just coming into this live stream, if you are not familiar with me, my name is Nick Nimmin. On my channel, I make videos that help YouTubers grow their channels, make videos and all types of other YouTube related stuff. So make sure to hit the subscribe button right now and the bell notification icon so that you don't miss anything if you make YouTube videos. Okay, the average Dan asks, Fubar, oh, okay, he wasn't talking to me. Let's see here. Let me scroll down a little bit. What software do I use to make good thumbnails? Asks Jordan. Okay, if you are, I'm actually gonna cover two questions here. to answer Jordan's question, Photoshop is a fantastic, I mean, it's an amazing, you can make anything with it. Hey, Salma, what is going on? Nice to see you. Yeah, on the thumbnails, Photoshop is fantastic. If you can't use Photoshop, or if you don't want to pay the monthly fee for Photoshop, you can also use GIMP, which is free if you're on a PC. You can use Canva, which they have like a bunch of YouTube like thumbnail size templates that you can use. But in Canva, it's basically canva.com, I believe, and it's basically just a web editor. So you don't need to install anything or anything like that. You can just go ahead and make them in Canva. And another thing that you can use is Pixel Labs. If you're on an Android, I'm not sure if it's available on an iPhone or not, but you can use Pixel Labs as well. And with Pixel Labs, you can actually do it all on your phone. And Baller Workplace asked, do you think that a good thumbnail is attractive? Yeah, I think that a good thumbnail is definitely attractive in some way. You know, it has to grab attention. That's the most important part about a thumbnail, is it needs to grab somebody's attention. When your content comes up in search and there's a thumbnail here and there's another thumbnail here, and you know, you've got 5 or 6 different thumbnails that they see right there on that page load, you want, as soon as that page loads, you want their eye to go right to your thumbnail. So whatever it is that you have to do to your thumbnails in order to make that happen, definitely do it. It's really important. That's how you get the clicks. You have to get the clicks. Let's see here. Yeah, nice to have Selma in here. Guys, so Selma, whoa, I just lost her. There she is. Okay, so with Salma, we have a collaboration coming out. So if you guys want to watch that, make sure that you head over to her channel. If you want to go ahead and leave another comment here, just so you're fresh in the stream. There she is. Yeah, so make sure to click on her name and go subscribe to her channel right now, because we have a collaboration coming out here in just a couple of days. So make sure that you click on her channel, because she also shares YouTube tips and Facebook tips and, you know, all types of stuff to help you grow your channel and understand YouTube and understand social media in general. So definitely click on her name and go over there and subscribe to her channel. You'll love the information that you get over there. Hey, Cricket, Red Rocket TV, nice to see you in here. Cricket. Chiba Gaming, JP, nice to see you too, my friend. Where do I get free stock footage? Vivian117 asks, where do I get free stock footage? There's a website called Pexels. It's like Pexels, I believe, .com. And they have images, but they also have a video version. They don't have a ton of stuff, but it's free. You can also use like Wikipedia, what's it called? Wikimedia also, which is basically the media side of Wikipedia. But you can also join sites for very low price. I think it's like $100 or $150 a year. You can get video blocks, and inside of video blocks, you can download, you know, anything that you want inside of video blocks, and they have a ton of different stuff. I'm a member over at Video Blocks myself. Okay. Hi, Nick. Brian here. Okay, My Dart says, hi, Nick. Brian here from Australia. How important is product disclosure when doing product reviews? It's extremely important. You know, if you are, well, I don't know if you mean product disclosure in terms of saying that it's a sponsored video, because if it's not a sponsored video and you're just doing affiliate promotion, then you don't have to worry about it. You just need to make the statement that if somebody clicks on your link and they buy something, that you're going to get a commission for it. So you need to make sure that you are compliant with that. But outside of that, you know, you're okay. Alan Let's Play says, thank you for your blocked keywords video, Nick. Hey, Alan Let's Play. So is that working out for you? Yeah, that's good feedback. I love to hear that. Gord Eisman and Salma both came in and they said they also co-signed on the Canva. So that's definitely good. The Average Dan says, I didn't focus on building subs until this year and have more than doubled my count thus far. So there are techniques that work. Yeah, absolutely. When you hunker down, that's my Midwestern angle here. When you hunker down and you're like, okay, well, I'm going to start driving hard for subscribers. There are a lot of things that you can do to make that happen. So, when you start making that drive, like the average Dan is saying, it can really make a huge difference. Let's see here. Which software do you use for making intros, Nick? My intro, this is for tech drainers. My intro was made inside of Sony Vegas, and I made the graphics in Photoshop, imported it into Sony Vegas, and then, you know, went from there. Thanks, Daniela. Journey with Jack, what is going on? Colleen Hammond, nice to see you. I use Photoshop for thumbnails, but Canva is amazing. Yeah, I use Photoshop too. Okay, if you had, that's a bunch of money, what would you do with it? I would try to help people. I would travel. I would keep making videos, but I would do a different type of channel probably. And the channel would be, this is what I'm doing with that much money, would actually be the channel. And then I would put like I would make a spreadsheet to where I had like a monthly statement where people could see like, you know, where I was giving money, where I was spending money, you know, things like that. That'd be fun. Okay, where do I get free stock footages? We went over that one. Intrepid Don, what is going on? Nice to see you. Hey, you're a Star Wars fan. Hey, you'll like this. Woo! I would put it on, but not going to because it's like an awkward thing when I put it on. I was thinking of doing the whole live stream, actually. I was thinking of doing a May the 4th live stream with that on. Okay, Photoshop without question, the Adobe Suite is all you need and it will handle everything from thumbnails to video editing. Yeah, the Adobe Creative Suite is amazing. With the Adobe Creative Suite, it handles, you know, your graphics, it handles your editing, it handles your audio processing, it handles any type of video graphics that you could ever want to create. It also handles animation, and it can help you with web design. I mean, yeah, the Creative Suite is definitely the way to go if you can. Hey, is the Universe Guru in the house? Let's see here. I just saw somebody mention. Yeah, she is. Universe Guru in the house. Nice to see you in here, Mina. Let's see here. HRH Tiffany says, your tips work. I gained 95 subbies in 1 month. High five, fist bump. That is awesome to hear. Hey, Nick, my vlogs are very consistent, but my gaming is not so much. So my content is quite imbalanced. Should I just make another channel for vlogging? I would definitely focus your content in some way because what happens is you are splitting them up. Like in that case, those two are not really related. You have your vlog side and then you have your gaming side. So I would focus on gaming and I would focus on vlogging or just pick one and go hard on it. Because what happens is when you're trying to run multiple channels like that, especially when you're just trying to get them started, you're doubling your workload to where you could be putting all of that effort into one channel instead of trying to split it up between two. Once you get your momentum going and you get everything rolling, then, you know, diversify if you want and you know, start a new account. But I would just focus on one if you can. Is OBS good? Yeah, OBS is great. That's what I'm using right now. Sushi Productions. Okay, let's see here. Hey, Nick, I've been trying to do this for a long time, and I have almost 600 videos uploaded. I upload daily. I've tried from keyword optimization, also shorten my videos so I can have better view retention. 600 videos, man. That's a lot of videos. Yeah, I would definitely, in your case, like, I don't know what type of viewer retention you're getting or anything like that. Like, for that much effort, I would definitely need to check out your channel to help you out. Chiba Gaming currently on the road to 1,000 subs, getting close. Nice to see. That is awesome. If it don't fit in my backpack, I give it away. I'd give it away. Oh, nice with the money. Nice. Let's see here. See here. What's your... You know, I saw it come in here. Give me 1 second. Because I saw a minute ago... Hey, Justin Bennett, what's going on? Nice to see you, man. Let's see here. Look at Japan. I saw... There it is. Do you mentor? Could you talk about tuber tools? It says English like a native. Absolutely, I mentor. I actually do consulting. You can see that. I don't know if I put it in the description here. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, you can send me an email at asknimmin@gmail.com. So absolutely, thank you. And English like a native. And for Tuber Tools, basically what Tuber Tools is Tuber Tools is my website where you can get video graphics, you can get sample audio clips that you can use in your videos, like countdown, you know, like voiceover countdowns and stuff like that. All types of really cool stuff in there to help you with your presentation on YouTube and your presentation on your YouTube videos as well. We just opened up the membership side of that. So right now is a fantastic time to actually become a new member of Tuber Tools, because as we load more and more opening content into it, then the price is going to go up. So if you're interested in that, then I would definitely head over there and join that as fast as you can or as soon as you're able, because the price will go up over time. And in addition to the actual graphics and things like that you get in there, you can also, or I'm also doing a monthly training video where I go, in depth into different topics on YouTube, stuff that I don't share on my channel, and stuff that is longer form content. So it's more of like a deep dive into YouTube instead of, just short 5-minute videos like I do on my channel, or 10-minute videos. So yeah, definitely head over to Tuber Tools. Justin Bennett says, what new words were added to the blacklist? Yeah, on the spam blacklist, I have a handful of them that I've added. Not a bunch though, surprisingly enough, not a bunch. But yeah, I need to. I'm going to start a blog actually on Tuber Tools as well. So I think that would probably be a good place to put that, so people can go and they can check it from time to time and things like that. So I'll actually mention it in a video or the next live stream as soon as I do that. Okay, let's see here. Let me scroll down the page a little bit. How's everybody doing? If you are just coming in the stream and you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up if you are enjoying any of the information that I'm sharing in the live stream. Heavyweight Mark says, my brother makes custom props and such. Nice to see you like props. My brother does as well. He doesn't do it for a living. He does it as a hobby. But this is, I actually got this. This is a replica, like a prop replica from ATA Works. It's like an official deal. Like I haven't made the inside of it all cool yet. But it's like a, if you see the ATA Works thing in there, I don't know if you can see that or not. But yeah, it's like an official deal. Here's some detail on it. I actually lost, I don't know where yet, I'm still trying to hunt it down, but I actually lost the screen part on this, so I have to replace that, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a pretty sweet helmet. I keep getting tempted to put it on, but I'm not going to. Not yet, anyway. Okay, let's see here. Some great channels here in this stream. Yeah, there are. You know what? I have to say, I have to mention that there's a lot of really awesome channels that watch my videos, and that's awesome. You know what I mean? Like, I love being in that circle. It's just absolutely awesome. Love it. Elise Lee, how are you? How is Thailand? Thailand is fantastic. We've had a few days of fantastic weather. It's been raining, but when it's not raining, when you hop on a motorcycle and you're cruising around, it just feels amazing. Let's see here. Okay, Christy D says, I have a very popular video from 5 years ago, totally different topic from my current channel. How can I set up a separate channel for that one video? I'd make some more on that topic. Okay, if you have traffic coming into your channel currently for that one video, I wouldn't set up a new channel and then try to move that video, like delete it and then send it over there. But what you could do if you are wanting to make a different type of channel for that type of content is just go ahead and make a different channel for it, and then download that video, do just a little bit of editing to it to make it a little bit different than the one that's currently up on your channel, and then optimize it in the same way and do everything that you did to get the traffic going to that one. Do the same exact thing on your new channel as well, and then start making additional content related to that. And another thing that you can do also is, as soon as you make that other channel, you can put a card in that video somewhere near the front that says, hey, check out the channel, check out my channel for more about this topic, or, see more about this topic, or, something like that in a card that can also drive some viewers from that video to your new channel. Okay, let's see here. Smash that like button. That's right. That's what I like to see. Smashing like buttons. We're smashing like buttons up in here. Ooh, 115 likes. Nice. And a thumb down. That's nice. They say if you're not getting people hating you, that you're not doing something right. So it's nice to see those thumbs down too. So if you're in here and you're hating this and you're like, Nick, I'm just not feeling it, man, then go ahead and give me a thumbs down. And for everybody else that's feeling it, go ahead and keep those thumbs up rolling. Okay, let's see here. Any advice on having t-shirts made for your brand? Yeah, I personally use Spreadshirt. There's a handful of different companies that you can use. I personally use Spreadshirt, and you can actually integrate Spreadshirt right in, it's spreadshirt.com, and you can integrate them, and this is for tech vlogs, you can integrate them right into your YouTube channel. So what you want to do when you initially go to Spreadshirt, it doesn't show this option. So you need to go to Google and type Spreadshirt YouTube creators, and then you'll see that option to where it'll actually let you integrate your YouTube channel with Spreadshirt. So it makes the setup easier. But basically what you can do with Spreadshirt is it doesn't cost you any money. So all you have to do is you upload the designs into Spreadshirt that you want to use, and you don't even pay. Basically, you just get a commission when somebody actually buys the shirt. So it doesn't cost you anything. And Spreadshirt does everything for you. All you have to do is upload the designs. They take care of the printing for you. And they take care of mailing the shirts out for you as well. Very valuable service. And you get an okay commission on it as well. But more importantly, it doesn't cost you anything out of pocket. You only pay when you actually sell them. Awesome Dude Does Stuff says, how did you get this knowledge about YouTube? Awesome Dude Does Stuff. I get this knowledge from YouTube. It's basically things that I've learned from growing my channel. It's things that I've learned from helping clients grow their channels. I also study YouTube in the sense of, all of their information. I'm very familiar with all of the information inside of everything that they offer, through all of their help pages, through all of their terms, through all of their, through their creator hubs or their creator academy and all of that stuff. I stay as current as I possibly can on it. That's how I know. And a lot of trial and error, just being upfront, like I'm constantly testing stuff on my channel. And as soon as I find stuff that works, then I share that information with the people that watch my videos. Let's see here. iRaptor Game says, can you do professional things with TubeBuddy? TubeBuddy is a browser plugin. I'm not sure what you mean by doing professional things with TubeBuddy, but I highly recommend TubeBuddy to help you learn how to rank your videos and stuff like that. I actually have a link, I believe, in the description of this live stream right now to TubeBuddy. So if you're not familiar with TubeBuddy or you haven't installed TubeBuddy yet, make sure that you do, because it's a game changer. Can be a game changer anyway. Brett, what is going on? Nice to see you in here again. Let's see here. I saw that you actually put a thing in here. Let me go through here and scroll back. Let's see here. There's tech vlogs. Maybe not. I thought so. Hold on. Okay, maybe not. Nope, didn't. Okay. So I'll scroll back down. Okay, Nick Nimmin, LOL at thumbs down. Thanks, Mina. You know what? I'm actually going to refresh just so I can see if anybody gave me a thumbs down. Because that, it's engagement, right? It matters. So, if people want to, 3 now. Nice. Yeah, so for the people that are giving thumbs down, that's totally cool with me because that's still engagement. So, works for me. Average Dan says, my hate is super low and I'm concerned. Keep working on it, man. You keep growing and the hate will come. Trust me, it'll come. Okay, Red Rocket TV says, check out Amazon merch. So I guess Amazon is also doing t-shirt and things like that now, t-shirts and things like that now. So definitely head over there and check out Amazon merch as well. Thanks for the heads up on that, Cricket. I'm going to do that myself. Let's see here. Okay, Justin is trying to collaborate. Justin Bennett looking for collaborators. So if anybody wants to click on his channel and see if you are interested in collaborating with Justin. Let's see here. How to make an intro with KindMaster. I'm not for sure. Knight28Kai. I'm not sure how to make a intro with KindMaster, but if you just want to do a text intro, there's a phone app called Legend, and it's pretty cool actually. Like it's all preset stuff, so that's the only downside. But if you're just gonna do a quick, hey, my name's coming in, just to show that it's my channel, like, hey, my name's coming in, and then it disappears, then you might want to check out Legend as well, because it has basically, as the text is coming in, it's got a bunch of patterns and stuff in there in the background. It's really interesting looking stuff. Smagal Hope I'm saying that right, my man. I don't understand why people dislike every video they watch either. It's just the type of people, you know, different types of people in the world, and they are that type of person. Let's see here. Okay, Longwell Art says, good morning, Nick Nimmin. Good morning. What do you think of recording, say, a month's daily Kickstart type videos before ever starting to upload them? Or would it be better to do them live every day? Uploading videos beforehand, I highly recommend, because here's what happens. As you start, you know, putting your videos up there and you get into your groove of making videos, if you can make as many videos as possible and get as many videos as possible in the queue so that you don't have to think about, oh man, it's Tuesday already and I have to upload on Wednesday. What kind of video am I going to make? If you want to save yourself the headache of that feeling and, you know, in that pressure of making sure that you get a video up, then, you know, having a bunch of videos in queue, or even 10 or 5 or even 1 extra in the queue when you are releasing your content is a fantastic idea, because it really takes the pressure off. Let's see here. Hey, Nick, in your last stream, you told me to improve on my channel header. How can I make an awesome channel header? Nick Nimmin VIP. Hey, Cubicle Gang, what is going on? Basically, okay, if you're wanting to make an awesome channel header, right? A lot of people put a real strong focus on the design of the channel header. And having a good-looking design is important because, you know, it creates that visual authority, which is extremely important. It makes you look like a pro. So if you look like a pro, then people are going to perceive you as a pro as well. So having that visual authority is extremely important by making everything look good. Now, if it's already looking good, the way to make an awesome channel header is to make the focus of your channel header the benefit that you're giving to the people that watch your videos. Because basically what happens is when people watch a video, they go to your channel page and they see the other type of content that you have. They see that presentation. That's your storefront, right? They see that presentation of what's going on with your channel as soon as that page loads. So you want them to see, you want to draw their attention to the benefit they are going to get if they subscribe to your channel. And what this does is it qualifies your group of people, right? So like on my channel header, if you go there, I used to focus on my name. I used to, you know, have Nick Nimmin going across because I was like, hey, this looks cool, whatever. But then I thought about it and I was like, wait a minute, I'm doing this wrong. So as soon as I started focusing on the viewer benefit first, right now it says subscribe for YouTube and video tips. And then it says real small by Nick Nimmin, right? So I made the viewer benefit primary and I made me secondary in my header. And when I did that, as soon as I started making that change, my view to subscriber ratio increased, you know, within a really short time of making that change. So that works, and it's extremely important. So that's how you make an awesome channel header, is you focus on the viewer benefit. Okay, let's see here. How's Spreadshirt been working for you so far, Nick Nimmin, at 30K? It's okay. You know, I don't really push it, but, you know, just so you guys know, if you want to get Start Right Now shirts, then you can head over to my channel page and head over there now, or head over to Spreadshirt now and get a shirt. But for the most part, Average Dan, I don't push it. I just have it in my channel header. I get, you know, a handful of sales a month off of it, but it's, you know, I'm not crushing it by any means. My original plan with that was to put up a bunch of YouTube related stuff, and I've been focused on getting Tuber Tools open. So I haven't, or the membership side of Tuber Tools open. So I haven't spent as much time on Spreadshirt as I originally planned to. But as soon as I get everything polished up over at Tuber Tools, then I'm going to go back and start messing with that stuff. Let's see here. Game FPS tests. This is not the channel. Okay. How do you put animations in OBS? By animations, if you mean stuff like this, then all you have to do is just load in the video file. If you load in a alpha channel graphic, like a transparent.mov file, then you can use that inside of your OBS to create an animation. Like if you're talking about the ticker down here, that's just a part of OBS. The graphic in the background is me, but the actual ticker itself, that is just adding text inside of OBS. But as far as actual graphics, if you want, you know, something, you know, kind of always moving around, you know, up here in the corner or something like that, you can definitely do that, but you just need to make it an alpha channel, transparent alpha channel, .mov file. Let's see here. Pray for Manchester. Yes, absolutely. Gord, I think that works best if you first share in a private group or email list. Yeah, I'm not sure what Gord said. Let's get Nick to the UK. London needs Nick Nimmin. Absolutely. Hey, if you guys all want to throw in, we got 106 people in here. That's probably, what, to get me to the UK from Thailand? That's not too much if everyone wants to throw in and get me to the UK. Yeah, I'll come hang out for a week or two. Is there any free software? Sandy Couch asks, is there any free software to use while creating an awesome channel header? And another VIP club member. Nice to see you in here, Sandy. Yeah, so with the free software to create a channel header, you can use Canva for that as well, canva.com. It's a web editor that you can use. You can also use GIMP, which has a little bit of a learning curve. It's similar to Photoshop, but it's not as full-featured as Photoshop. You can also use a phone app called Pixel Labs, and inside of Pixel Labs, they have a template that you can select from a drop-down list. You can do a YouTube thumbnail. You can do, other different types of social media graphics. But one of the templates that they have is a channel header template. So all you have to do is just drop it down to that channel header template, and then you can use that as well and start putting something together on your phone. Let's see here. For a month, Gord, I think that works. Okay, here for a beer. What is going on? Nice to see you. Hey, Nick, very hard to get views and subs. It is. You have to make sure that you learn how to get views and subs, because here's the thing. When people first start YouTube, they think that automatically all they have to do is make videos and then views are going to start rolling in, subscribers are going to start rolling in. But in reality, there's things that you actually have to put into place. And things you have to learn. You have to learn how to share your content so that you're increasing your ability to be discovered. You have to learn how to rank your videos in search as best as you can to also increase your chances of being discovered by new people. And not just YouTube search, Google and Bing, and you know what I mean? Like all of the search engines, like don't just target YouTube search. YouTube search is extremely important, but also target, depending on the type of content you're making, also target the actual search engines as well, and try to optimize for those, because you can get a video ranked inside of YouTube and inside of Google, and if it's in a good spot in both locations, then you're going to get a constant flow of traffic coming in. And just so you know, also, Brian G. Johnson, I don't know if he's still in here or not, but he and we just did videos recently on Justin Brown's Green Screen Video Academy. And if you are into green screens at all, make sure that you go and you check out Justin Brown's Green Screen Video Academy. But we both made videos that were to drive new people to Justin's Green Screen Academy. And when I made my video live, within, I think it was like 7 minutes or something like that. Like my video ranked, Brian's outranked me at the time, but my video ranked number 2, and there were 2 video results for it. It was Brian and myself, but it ranked within 7 minutes inside of Google. So anybody looking for that inside of Google, then, they would see my video as one of the options as well as Brian's. So, ranking in the search engines is extremely important, just like it is ranking inside of YouTube. Let's see here. Hello, my fellow YouTubers, says Sprinkle Soup. Hello, nice to have you in here. Let's see here. Here for a beer, says Nick, you're the most awesome person I've ever seen on YouTube. Thank you. I appreciate it. Traveling Pinoy says, hey, Traveling Pinoy, nice to see you in here too. Pixel Lab, very useful. Been using it since watching your video. Oh yeah, and the thumbnail video. Yeah, I'm glad you said that actually. When somebody was asking earlier about making the channel header, and I mentioned the Pixel Labs, I actually have a video, if you look on my channel page, on how to make thumbnails on your phone. And in that video, I used, whoa, Facebook's going off here. In that video, I used Pixel Labs as well. So if you want an idea of how to use it, go and watch that video. The only difference is going to be, instead of selecting the thumbnail from the dropdown, you're going to select the channel page header from the dropdown. Okay, let's see here. I made my channel header in Google Drawings just to see if it could be done in being vector-based, and to my surprise, it worked great. That's awesome, Flipped Classroom Tutorials. Okay, so apparently you can make them in Google Drawings too. I've never used Google Drawings before, but yeah, if you can make them in there, that's another fantastic, addition to the list of ways to make thumbnails and channel headers. Let's see here. And hello, human. Do you think you could do a quick review of my 6-week-old channel? I'm not doing reviews at this point in time, Bobby the Sheep. I'm hanging out and specifically answering questions. And the reason that I'm doing a subscriber Q&A and I'm focusing on answering questions today is because at the beginning of the stream, I mentioned that I have a new client, and the type of content that he makes is self-help and like motivational type content. And we had a discussion about how big of an impact that you can have in the lives of a bunch of different people with your content, if, depending on the type of content that you're making. But, you can actually change lives. There might be one person that watches your video, or there might be 1,000 people that watch your videos that, with the type of content you create, that you actually cause them to make a change in their lives, a positive change that can have an impact on their life and the lives of the people that are around them. And because of that conversation, I said, okay, well, in this live stream coming up, I'm just going to do a subscriber Q&A so that I can help you guys make that same impact. So I can help you guys, answer questions that you might have to have that reach into other people's lives, because the opportunity that we have here on YouTube is humongous. The opportunity that we have just in the video making field is humongous. And it's really important that, and if you're making like helpful type of content, or you're making content that is, contributing to other people, it's really important that you take that seriously, because, you are having an impact in people's lives. Even if you only have 200 subscribers, if you have 500 subscribers or 1,000 or even 100, and you're on your way trying to grow your channel, even with 100 subscribers, people are watching your videos, and you don't know when somebody's going to watch your video. If you're making helpful type content, you don't know when people are watching your video and they're going to say, wow, I never even thought about that. And because of that, they're going to do something different, and it's going to have a positive impact on their lives. So regardless if you have 100,000 subscribers or 1 million subscribers or 15 subscribers, to take what it is that you're doing seriously, because you really have an opportunity here to make a huge, huge, huge lasting impact in the lives of other people. So that's why I'm doing the subscriber Q&A today, instead of just throwing, content at you. Okay, let's see here. Salma says, you are definitely changing lives, Nick. I hope so. I hope I'm making a positive impact. But really though, that's one of the things for me, with YouTube in general and with this type of channel is, is having that reach, being able to help other people impact other people. That's huge. And you're doing the same thing. You know what I mean? It's Salma, you're doing the same exact thing. You're basically assisting people and giving them the tools that they need and the knowledge that they need and the understanding that they need in order to, impact the lives of other people. And that's a profound thing. It really is. Let's see here. Free American Spirit says, why is my avatar showing up as an F? Whoa, what's going on, Greg? Yeah, I see it as an F too, so it's not cashed in. Have you recently updated your account? Have you recently changed anything inside of Google Plus? Have you connected a brand account recently or anything like that? If you've connected a brand account, sometimes they will create an additional account in your dropdown, and you might have clicked on that and come in. But I'm not sure if that's why. But I just wanted to mention that as an option. Yuli Armstrong, good morning. Your good morning from San Diego, California. Good evening from Thailand. 9:28 here p.m. right now. Let's see here. Red Rocket TV says, Nick, what type of vids does everyone like to watch? The type of videos that everyone likes to watch are videos that serve themselves. You know what I mean? Like when we're on YouTube and stuff, we all like to, just watch content that makes us laugh, watch content that helps us to learn something, watch content that helps us learn or understand, something a little bit more or something like that. So as far as like a blanket type of content, everybody likes to be entertained. So, entertaining content, that's definitely a win there. But as far as stuff that everybody likes to watch, we all like to consume different stuff. NBT Nature Business Travel says, what about Patreon to support your channel? Patreon's a fantastic way to support your channel, but But that's another one where you have to make sure that you're providing massive amounts of value. I've considered opening a Patreon page. I haven't yet, but I've considered opening a Patreon page. But I'm still not sure if I'm going to or not, because I monetize in other ways as well. But you know, sometimes people, they want to contribute, and by having a Patreon page, it would allow them to do so. So I'm considering it. And I think for other people, it's definitely a good thing to do, as long as you're providing additional value on your Patreon page. I actually have one right now. I don't know if you can actually do anything with it, but if you go to, let's see here, patreon.com/Nick Nimmin, I believe that I have one there that that I was actually putting together. Yeah, so you can go there right now and contribute to that. But I don't have any Patreons because I haven't, you know, publicly stated that until just now. but yeah, I think Patreon is a fantastic tool for people to be able to, you know, connect deeper and further with their viewers, and, you know, help support the channel, because at the end of the day, cameras cost money, lights cost money, microphones cost money. You know, this is going to sound kind of weird, but buying the time to be able to focus on your YouTube channel and make awesome content, that costs money, because there's other things that you could be doing to make money that you're neglecting because you're focusing on your YouTube channel, making content for your YouTube channel. So, you know, there's no shame in trying to make money from your YouTube channel or from having a Patreon or anything like that. Let's see here. Cubicle Gang says, hey, Nick, I have 45 subs. What should I focus on to get to 100 subs? Focus on making videos and making your content as good as it possibly is, or as good as it can possibly be. A lot of people put a strong emphasis on the actual subscriber count, which you should. I mean, it's one metric that you can use to gauge the value that you're giving to other people, right? So it is something that you should pay attention to. But, you know, when you have 45 subscribers and you're like just getting going, focus more on making valuable content, you know, stuff that other people are going to find valuable, and focus on making your videos as good as they possibly can, and focus on learning. Look inside of your analytics and see, you know, hey, where are people watching my videos? Where are they dropping off? And try to learn the craft of keeping people watching for longer periods of time. JBTLG says, and real quick, guys, if you are just coming into the stream, hold on, JB. If you're just coming into the stream, my name is Nick Nimmin. I make videos that help YouTubers grow their channels, make videos and all types of other YouTube-related stuff. So if you want to learn how to grow your YouTube channel, make videos and all types of other YouTube-related stuff, start now by hitting the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so that you don't miss anything, especially when I go live, like right now, to answer subscriber questions. And also, if you're enjoying the content so far, make sure that you give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you're hating it. Or you don't even have to hate it. If you're just not liking it too much, then you can give it a thumbs down there too. And we're on 4 thumbs down now. This is nice. Okay, a secret tip that you didn't post in a video of how to get views or subscribers. I don't have any secret tips. I make most things that I know, not everything, but I make most things that I know public. And then some stuff I reserve for clients and things like that. But, you know, I share a lot publicly, and everything that I share on my channel, as far as, you know, how to grow your channel, is all information that will help you grow your channel. So the best thing you can do is go and watch those videos on how to get views and subscribers. But I mean, you know, there's other things, you know, I mean, you can use Facebook or Twitter to help you grow your channel. You can use Instagram to help you grow your channel and stuff like that. Of course, you can use ads if you want to. I mean, all kinds of different things that you can use and do. Okay, let's see here. Yep. Okay, you aren't being ignored. There's just a lot of people here, says Anna Aurora. Let's see here. She was talking to Zach, so let me see if I can go there. I think I answered one of Zach's questions earlier, actually. Let's see here. Okay, Cool Street Gaming Turtle says, hey, Nick, do you know if live streaming hurts your channel? Question from Gumbino. I have found that it actually helps my channel more than it hurts my channel. Basically, there's a few different things that I've noticed with live streaming, and here's what they are. One is when I do several live streams in a row, then it hurts my channel. But if I do a live stream at one live stream every weekend, then it helps my channel. So you have to figure out on your channel with your audience, like what works best. And you also have to keep in mind, you know, what are people going to click on? Like in my case, because we've been going for a while now, I'm not sure how long, but we've been going for a while now. And, you know, most people don't have the time to sit and watch an hour or 2 hour or 3 hour long live replay. Mina and I, which Mina is in this chat right now, the Universe Guru, we did a collaboration on my channel where she gave 5 live streaming tips, you know, to help people, you know, do better at live streams. And one of the things that she mentioned that I'm actually going to start doing, because I haven't tested this yet, is she recommends that you actually download your live stream and then you either take clips from your live stream or you just take the actual video content that's at the front, which wouldn't apply in this type of live stream, or you just take the main information that's at the front before you get into Q&As and stuff like that, and you make that its own video so that it's more easy to consume, instead of expecting people to click on a video and watch, you know, a 3 hour or 2 hour, even an hour live stream. Zach plays games, not ignoring you. I actually answered your question about the DSLR, I believe, was yours. Let's see here. Good morning to you also. Which province are you from? Okay, so you were talking to somebody else. Hey, I'm back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the relaxing hour. My name is Nick Nimmin. I'd like to welcome everybody here to the channel. Everybody that is in the live stream channel right now, I'm actually going through and I'm looking for additional questions to answer. Okay, let's see here. Salma, Mark Jing, I started gaining traction after 2,000 subs. How do you shrink the scrolling text box but keep the same text size? Are you talking about an OBS, Vinny Lambo? In order to do that inside of OBS, all I do is you can just grab the handlebars on it and you know the little circles on the edges, and you can just shrink it down that way. I took the video interview I did with Nick, the extra time unseen bits, and broke it down into clips, bite size. It works. Okay, so Gord Eisman, he made a great point here. So Gord and I, whoa, my Google just popped up. That's weird. So Gord, when I said your name, for whatever reason, Google just thought that I was talking to Google. So anyway, so yeah, Gord took snippets from a pretty long live stream that we did, and released those as individual videos as well, and those are doing well for him. So yeah, so the recommendation that Mina gave is definitely, you know, it's verified on her end, and it's also verified on Gord's end, and I'm sure, I mean, it makes sense. So, you know, I'll co-sign that one too, just because it makes sense. Let's see here. Developers work. I use Patreon, but no Patreons. How can I get some money to increase my quality of content? This is going to sound kind of crazy, and don't take this the wrong way, but I'm not sure what type of content it is that you are making or how big your audience is or anything like that. But if you are trying to get money so that you can increase the quality of your content via your YouTube channel, then you should probably, if Patreon isn't working for you, if your community isn't supportive enough to help you on the Patreon side, then I would definitely try to find another way to monetize your channel, be it, you know, selling merchandise, be it affiliate stuff, creating your own product of some kind, if you know how to do that. You know, I would look for monetize instead of counting on people to contribute to your Patreon. If you're not getting any traction there yet, keep it up, keep trying to get people there. But, you know, right now I just looked and you have like 600 and something subscribers. So that's not a really huge audience if you think of conversion rates as far as getting viewers and subscribers, people that are into your content, over to a Patreon page in order to, you know, donate some type of money to you. So this is going to sound kind of weird, but if you are trying to get money to increase the quality of your content, and by getting money to increase the quality of your content, I'm going to guess, I don't know this, but I'm going to guess that you mean, you know, getting a camera or maybe getting a better microphone or a faster computer or something like that. But if the other things that you're doing right now are not currently working, then, you know, maybe, you know, pick up some extra hours somewhere, you know, or something like that, or, you know, do some side work or something like that in order to get some extra money coming in. Or if you're a developer from your name, if you're a developer, then, you know, of course you could make something or whatever to get some income coming in. But I wouldn't rely on Patreon for increasing your quality of content. Basically, what I would do is I would try to look for cheap ways to start increasing your quality. And then I would try to find things off of YouTube that you can do right now in order to achieve that goal. And then as your channel grows and, you know, things like that, it gets traction and you start picking up momentum. In that case, then, you know, focus hard on Patreon and that sort of stuff. But right now, if it's not working for you, then I would try to find another way to get money to help you. Let's see here. Kirby Awesome says, Nick, you're the best YouTuber I've seen on tutorials. High five, fist bump. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm thinking of starting a history channel and I'm very knowledgeable in history, but I'm 11. Should I wait? Absolutely not. Do not wait. Here's the thing. If you're 11, Taurus Gaming, if you are 11, if you love history, start making videos about it and spend the time to learn how to make awesome videos. And you might make a really cool future for yourself. If you are doing, you know, if you're going to school and you're spending a lot of time, you know, making sure that you're doing good in school and on, you know, when you're not in school, instead of playing games or something, you are, you know, crafting content and learning how to make content for the internet, for YouTube, for other platforms as well. Then, you know, you could probably solidify a pretty solid future for yourself. Also, let's see here. Man, every time I hit this scroll, it jumps down like 10 times. Savage Scientist, what's going on, man? Nice to see you in here. Hey, Nick, which is a good mic for Android? Asked Cubicle Gang. I have a Rode Video Mic Me. Fantastic mic. I have a review of it on my channel. It plugs right in. Just plug and play. It's ready to go. I also have a Boya BY-M1 lavalier mic. That's also a cool mic. But just so you know, with the Rode Video Mic Me, on that video where I reviewed it, I did a voiceover. Like a lot of that video is voiceover, and I used that mic for the voiceover, and it turned out fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I mean, it sounds as good as this one, or it sounds as good as my pro mics do on the voiceover side of it. Razman's Reality, what is going on? Nice to see you in here, my man. High five, fist bump for stopping by. Okay, let's see here. The Average Dan, Amazon affiliate links, much Patreon. Set up all the channels now, and eventually they may help you, but focus on community and consistency first. Yeah, that's an excellent tip, The Average Dan. And another thing, too, is, and this is something that is really important, and I always go over this with people, as far as, like Dan said, you know, if you are wanting to, you know, have all of these different things in place. Like if you're wanting to offer some type of service or something like that, and you say, well, I'm going to wait until my channel gets to X amount of subscribers before I do that, then there's a chance that you're missing opportunities. So it's really good that you get all of those things in place now, so that, you know, as everything grows, so that you don't miss any opportunities for people to contribute to what you're doing, or to buy into any services that you have or anything like that. Let's see here. Vivan, I'm not doing any channel reviews today. I'm just doing subscriber Q&As right now, just because, you know, I'm just in a mood today to where I'm, you know, really wanting to answer some questions and help some people out. I know looking at your channel would help you out as well, but doing the channel reviews does take time away from the chat, and, you know, I want to get through as many questions as I possibly can today. Let's see here. Somebody said something about ignoring them, and I'm not ignoring you. There it is, Mitamid Allah. I'm not ignoring you. I just have no idea what your question is. Stop it, Nick. Answer me, please. Yeah, like in that case, guys, if you want a question answered, make sure that you leave the actual question, because when I see the complaints for, you know, ignoring you, I'm not ignoring you. I just haven't gotten to the question yet, or I haven't seen it yet. And then what I do see is your complaint for ignoring you, and then that kind of eats up the ability for me to answer your question, because I don't know what it is, and then I have to move on to other questions. Okay, which Filmy Dax, hope I'm saying that right, apologize if not. Please tell me, which software do you use to make those amazing looking pop-ups which appear below your videos? I use Photoshop, and I make the graphics in Photoshop, you know, a few different versions of the graphics, and then I pull those into Sony Vegas, and I animate it in Sony Vegas. You can do the same thing inside of Adobe Premiere as well, and of course inside of After Effects. Let's see here. For new people that are starting new channels, what should the first video be? More like an introduction to the channel. Francisco Rodriguez Jr. To answer that question, having a channel trailer is important, you know, because it lets people know the type of content that you're making. Depending on how you're structuring your channel, you know, it's very important. On mine, my channel trailer is actually driven. It basically provides value, and it says, okay, I'm going to show you how to make videos more interesting, which applies to my channel. And it also serves the purpose of getting people into my VIP club so that I have that connection with new people through their email address as well as through my YouTube channel. So my trailer, it's kind of dual purpose, but I strongly recommend that you make a channel trailer talking about what your channel's about. Make it short, you know, maybe a minute or something like that. But as soon as the video starts, start talking about the value that you're going to provide to the people that are watching your videos so that they know what you're going to do for them. It doesn't need to be, you know, a big cinematic thing. It doesn't have to be, you know, even that entertaining. What it does have to be, though, or what it does need is it needs your value in there. It needs to share with the people that are watching the video what it is that you're going to be doing for them if they do subscribe to your channel and they do watch your videos. And then from there, after you make your channel trailer, just move right into your content, because in most cases, it's going to take you a little bit of time to get going anyway. So those first few videos are going to be stepping stones, so to speak, in order to actually get everything going. Okay, let's see here. Eat Sleep Bangkok, what's going on? Nice to see you. Why does YouTube not integrate the ability to donate to all video creators like they have for live chats? Any idea why YouTube is not doing this, or if they will do this in the future? I'm not sure if they'll do it in the future. I know that in your case and my case, Eat Sleep Bangkok, because if your channel is located in Thailand, then that does put some monetization restrictions on your channel, even Super Chat. To get around that, in your case, I would just make the account so that it is for your home country, unless you're Thai, but I would make it so that it's for your home country instead of making it to where it looks like it's a Thai account. Let's see here. What do you need? Francisco reviews. We do a channel intro. What are your top 5 favorite YouTube channels that aren't about YouTube help? Let's see here. I think Dude Perfect is cool. I think that SciShow is cool. Vsauce, love Vsauce. So your channels that are not about YouTube help. Let's see here. My brother's ASMR channel, that's good. House of Tingles is the name of that. I really like the Everything Tesla channel. Like, I don't have a Tesla, but I like that channel a lot. What else? Yeah, I guess it takes care of 5. But yeah, like as far as like the huge channels, I usually don't get into those. Sometimes I do. It just depends on the channel itself. But most of the time when I'm on YouTube, I'm watching other help channels, or, you know, I am getting into like rap videos or, you know, another type of music video or something like that more than I am watching, you know, like YouTube entertainment type content. Orion Martin. Hey, Nick. What is going on, Orion? Nice to see you in here. Okay, Salma also says another vote for the Boya mic. I use it too. Great quality and long cord. Yeah, the cord on this thing, man, I have it over here. The cord on this thing is incredible. Yeah, I'm not going to get it out. But yeah, the cord on this thing, I mean, it would stretch all the way across the room. Huge cord. Let's see here. Journey with Jack says, sorry, Nick. Not sure what happened, Jack. But no worries. Unless you're saying sorry because you left me a thumb down. Let's see here. It's my friend's birthday. Murray, Samron, and Jacob are in the Sunshine Squad. There you go. Hope that worked out for you. Okay, let's see here. Rasmus's Reality, how did you analyze viewing habits beyond your own channel, asks Gord. Let's see here. Bye. Got to do school later. Zach plays games. Thanks for stopping by, man, and thanks for hanging out for so long. I appreciate it. Nick, when do you use your lav mic? Asks Gord. Gord, man, I hardly ever use my lav mic. I have a few of them, and I hardly ever use them. For the All Our Questions videos, I would use it if I did something out and about. But for my videos now, because most of the time they're inside, and when I go out, I still take my boom stand, and I do like a full setup when I go out also. You can see a picture of an out and about shoot on my Instagram. Basically, in Instagram.com/Nick Nimmin, if anybody's interested in that. Basically, in that scene, what we did is we went to a local restaurant. It has a really cool environment. We set up a few different cameras and all of that so that we could do a few collaboration videos. And in that one, you know, I've got the boom pole in there with the mic dropping down into the middle and all of that stuff. So that would have been a great time to use lavaliers, but I didn't. I still use the boom mics because I like how it sounds. Paul Democritu in the house. What is going on, my man? And guys, since we're there, Paul, this is Paul's book. So we've got in this live chat, we've had Brian G. Johnson come by, right? Which, as you guys all know, YouTube superstar here, Brian G. Johnson. And now we have Paul Democritu in the house, who is also an author, and he does like success and sales training and, you know, that kind of stuff. So yeah, we got some heavy hitters in here today. Some awesome channels, some published authors, some other YouTube help people like Salma, for example. All types of good stuff in here. I think a lav will help where you need your voice isolated from the noise. Here's the thing, Gord, it does. But on the flip side of that, the mic that Covered Gamer says that I'm not growing. Why? I am growing, actually. Basically, with YouTube, it kind of goes like this. So right now I'm on a like this because of something I explained earlier. And then, you know, within like a month, maybe 2 months, then I'll hop back up again. It's just how it goes. Vivan17, are you a full-time YouTuber? Yes, I am. Yeah, but Gord, for the microphone, so the mic that I have, basically how it's designed to pick up your voice frequencies. So basically, when I use that, even in a busy environment, like in one of my videos, I think it was the 20,000 subscriber video I recorded at a temple. There's a road. Like if I had and I'm a horrible throw, but if I had a football, like I could have thrown a football and hit the road. That's how close it was. And the audio in that sounded fantastic because it isolated my voice. Okay, Eat My Uke, what is going on? I know you've been in here for a while. I've seen it kind of popping up and then disappearing, so I just wanted to say hey to you also. Let's see here, 48 views per 48 hours. How can I optimize it? Okay, so hey Paul, I have a video that's killing it on my channel, 48 views per 48 hours. How can I optimize it so my whole channel and other videos benefit? What you can do in that case, if you have a video that starts taking off, one, let it take off, right? And then once it takes off, add cards to it suggesting your other content. Inside of the YouTube features, if you go into your creator studio, and this is for Eat My Uke, if you go into your creator studio, you can set up your featured video so that basically you can set it at a certain time or let YouTube optimize it so that as your video is playing, then it will suggest another video or playlist. So what I would do in your case, if you are having a video take off, is I would have it suggest a playlist that will lead people into your other content. And I would also put a card somewhere as well that will lead them deeper into your content, you know, into a playlist. Let's see here. Yeah, make videos people will watch, upload regularly. Absolutely. Doug, thanks for answering that question. I'm actually going to go look at your channel real quick. How-tos, tech, and software. Nice channel header. Definitely get you straight to the point. Lets people know what it is that you're doing. Good channel header there, Doug. Okay, let's see here. How can I get 10 subs? How about the blue snowball mic? I have a friend of mine. You can actually listen to it over at Amazon Gorillas is his YouTube channel. He does like affiliate type stuff, but he uses blue snowball mics for his microphones, and they sound fantastic. Win with Zach. What is going on, man? Nice to see you in here. Nice to see you in the live stream. Vivans117 says, are you located in Thailand? I am. Actually going to Malaysia here in a few days. That should be fun. Hey, Nick, I'm on the road to hit 1K subscribers. One thing that I'm struggling with is watch time. How to increase my watch time? There's a bunch of things that you can do to increase your watch time, Zesty. One of the things that you can do, of course, is you want to make sure that in your audience retention reports that you're actually, getting a decent amount of watch time there, as far as, a decent view through rate and a decent percentage viewed on your videos. But in addition to that, there's a handful of things you can do. One of those things is you can add a pinned comment. That's weird. Are we back on yet? Oh yeah, we're back. All right. Yeah, we had like a full drop here. He's back. Guess who's back? Back again. Nick is back. Share this with a friend. All right. So yeah, so we just dropped down to 67 people. That outage hurt. Okay, Tom Nash, I love you. I love you too, Tom. Let's see here. I'm not sure. Let's see here. Offline. That's not totally awesome. Absolutely, it was not. Thai Internet, YNS Food. That's right. You're back, Nick. Okay, that's good. I'm at 900 subs, 3 to 4 months. I need to make a major progress ASAP. I'm going full-time at YouTube, and I want it to be my livelihood. I do automotive reviews. What advice would you give me? Thanks, Nick. Red Racer Video. If you're at 900 subs in 3 to 4 months, that's okay. And you need to make major progress as soon as possible. Okay, here's something that's really important to understand. There are things that you can do to increase your growth rate on YouTube, but there's also time, right? Making major progress so that you can do YouTube full time is something that usually takes time, depending on, what things that you're going to monetize, because, you can have a smaller channel and still monetize it to the point of being a full-time YouTuber, relatively easy, depending on the type of content that you're making and the type of things that you can offer. But making major progress as soon as possible, the best thing that you can do to try to do that is to pump out content, quality content, as much as you possibly can. And by as much as you possibly can, in your case, I'm talking several times a week, so that you can get the momentum going. You can get all of those doorways of content for people coming into your channel. That's what I would recommend in your case, since you're trying to do it as soon as possible. In order to make major progress, you're gonna have to put in a major amount of work. So I would, get used to that idea, and I would start pumping out content like crazy. And I would also, if you're trying to make major progress as soon as possible, I would also make content for Facebook that is going to feed into your channel. I'd make content for Instagram that's going to feed into your channel, and make content for Twitter that's going to feed into your channel. And I would go ahead and hop on Snapchat and everywhere else too, and build your brand everywhere to try to feed it into your YouTube channel. If you're trying to make major progress as soon as possible, then I would put effort into all of those places and pump out content like crazy, and basically force people to take notice of you by doing that. And that's the best way that you can do it as fast as possible. But just keep in mind, with YouTube, it's a marathon. You know what I mean? It's not a track meet. It takes time to get it all going. Matamed Allah says, Nick, answer me or I will unsub. How do I get 10 subs? You can go ahead and unsub. I'm not into threats. So I'm actually going to go ahead and block you, Matamed Adala. So I'm going to go ahead and block you, so you can go ahead and hit the unsubscribe button right now. Okay. So yeah, so back on you, Red Racer. In your case, you just have to, if you want results fast, you have to make sure that you start putting in a massive amount of effort, man, because that's what it's going to take. And also sit back and look at what it is that you're doing, right? And say, okay, if I want to be a full-time YouTuber and you're making car related videos, you really have to think, okay, what can I do to monetize my channel in other ways besides AdSense, so that I can get money coming in relatively quickly? And if you focus on that, and you focus on pumping out content, you focus on different ways to monetize what it is you're doing, and try to get as creative as you possibly can, that's the fastest way that you're going to be able to do YouTube full time. Okay. Savage Scientist says that's a full-time job. Absolutely it is. That's the thing, with with making YouTube like part of what it is that you do, or doing YouTube specifically as your main thing, you know, it's time consuming. Basically, you're exchanging one job. You know, if you work somewhere else right now, you're exchanging one job for another one. The only difference is the amount of impact you can have with this one, and the and the amount of freedom that you get from you know, from doing stuff on your own. Tom Nash says the stream is out again. I'm still seeing it here on my side. So if the stream is out, you're probably not even hearing me when I say this. But if you refresh the stream, then you should, in theory, you should be okay. Let's see here. Let's take that up a notch. Okay. How come you have super chat if you live in Thailand? Please answer if you can. Yeah, I just put it on my phone. Like, I'm not active on super chat. I have it, but I'm not active. But yeah, it's up. It works. It's fine. It's not banned in Thailand. Let's see here. YNS Food says, well done, Nick. Thank you. Also, joining Facebook groups is awesome and helpful as well. Yeah, absolutely. Razman's Reality says joining Facebook groups is awesome and helpful too. Yeah, that's part of the stuff as far as sharing your information is concerned. As far as, hold on, what, did something happen here? Hold on. I feel the channel is garbage, man. Theoretically, let's see here. You just copy and paste my question. Nick, please reply. How long do you think my video should be? Okay, I'm going to back up here a little bit because some questions came in. I guess I had an outage or something to where the stream died again and I didn't notice it. So I'm going to back up here a little bit. Okay, so the next question on the list here, and I'm going to wrap it up here shortly, just so you know, but the next question on the list here is, what's your advice to YouTubers who have a lot of people living with them so they're constantly interrupted, kids, roommates, siblings, etc.? My advice is to, and this is going to sound crazy, but my advice is to find other roommates if you can. If you're living with your family and there's no way to, you know, get out of it, then I would go outside if you need to, go to a friend's house, go to a library if you have to. If you are, depending on where you are in the world, you know, some places have co-working spaces and things like that where you can go and you could make videos in a place like that. You could rent a studio. You know, I mean, there's options for you. You could make videos in your car. I mean, I don't know what type of videos you're making, Ultra Magic, but, you know, there are solutions for you. Welcome back, Nick. Love your videos. You've helped me tremendously. I run a weed tube channel, but with everything going on lately, I'm wondering if I'm just wasting time until they ban me. Because of the type of content that you're making, you might be high risk, to be blunt, to answer the question, to be blunt. I would say that you probably are a little bit high risk and you will probably have trouble on the ad side of things, but that doesn't mean that you can't run, you know, affiliate stuff to other things in that area of content. So I would go that route, but just keep in mind that your channel might be, I don't know this for a fact, but it might be a little bit high risk. So I would be careful, you know, specifically with what it is that you're putting out there, because by their terms of service, you're not allowed to show things that can show people, you know, how to break the law and things like that. So I know that weed is not illegal everywhere. I know that it is legal in some places. So I guess it would just depend on, you know, where the people that were coming from were complaining, where your account's located and all of that. So I would definitely just keep that in mind. Okay, let's see. I'm going to scroll back down here. Nick, that was savage, says Kirby. Awesome. I'm not sure. Let's see here. That was brutal, says Free American Spirit. I don't know what happened or what was said. Eat Sleep Bangkok says, well done, Nick. He lives in Thailand. He's purple to be blind. Live in Colorado. Watch a few good weeds channel. Good stuff. Okay. So, lavalier mic and closed doors, says Christy Dia. Yeah, a lavalier mic and closed doors. That's another great way to record from home too. You know, if you have a lot of things going on around your place, that's a great way to do it. Armstrong Racing, good morning to you as well. Free American Spirit, got to run. Let me know when we have some time to get some stuff done. Have a great weekend. You too, Greg. You have an awesome weekend. Yes, an iPhone 4S is okay to use as a beginner, Susan Sutton. Absolutely. Here's the thing. A lot of people think that you have to have, you know, all of this fancy equipment and everything to get a YouTube channel, to grow a YouTube channel, and to start making content. That's not the case. Of course, you'll have, if you have the quality gear, then you are definitely going to win as far as visual authority is concerned, because when people see your content, it's going to look fantastic, and they're going to automatically think, you know, they're going to at least give it a second before they go away because it looks good, right? And it sounds good. But if the only thing that you have to make content on is your phone, then make content on your phone if you want to make content, and then upgrade as you go along, because there's a lot of things that you have to learn along the way when you are making YouTube videos. So it's really important, like Doug Hilson just said, it's really important that you use what you have to get started. And the most important part of that is get started, right? Because the Amazon Gorillas guy that I mentioned a little bit earlier, he gave some advice to a friend of his, and it's actually working out very well for him. And he said, basically, the friend was wanting to create a YouTube channel, and he was getting all these big plans together, and he was saying, you know, hey, you know, I want to do this, and I want my content to be like this. And he had, you know, hey, when I make my first video, I'm going to start it like this, and then it's going to go into this. I'm going to have all this B-roll footage and all this other stuff. But he kept delaying making any content because he wanted everything to be a certain way. But my friend said, hey, look, if you're wanting to make YouTube videos, if you want to just get started with this, which you should, instead of delaying, just start out as the worst YouTuber ever. Start out being the worst video creator ever and learn along the way, because every video that you make, you're going to get better and better and better, because you're going to learn from the process of making content. You're going to learn from the process of learning to distribute your content and learning to make all of your content discoverable. So it's important that you get started making content with whatever it is that you have. Be the worst at it if you have to when you first get started. That's fine. You can grow. It doesn't have to be perfect when you're starting out. Of course, again, you know, having all the gear is a plus. It puts you a step ahead of the game. But if you don't have all of that stuff, just start with what it is that you have. Start with your phone or whatever, a webcam even, you know, start with whatever it is that you have, and then build from there. Flipped Classroom Tutorial says, Nick, I'll be traveling up north next year to present at an EdTech conference, so we should definitely try to meet up at some point. You might enjoy the conference as well. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, absolutely. When you come up this way, definitely give me a shout. And as long as I'm in town, then we'll definitely hang out. I'm heading to the States in October, and then besides that, I mean, I'm heading to Malaysia here in a few days, but that's not in a few months, because you said you're going to be coming up at some point. But yeah, dude, absolutely. Get in touch and we'll definitely hang out. Let's see here. How do I make cool thumbnails? Make thumbnails that grab attention. And it's also a good idea to watch a bunch of tutorials on some basic design concepts, because a lot of people make tutorials that are atrocious, or not tutorials, but they make thumbnails that are atrocious, but they think they look good, but they don't. And they're not attention grabbing in any way, shape, or form. So I would watch a lot of videos on how to actually make really good looking thumbnails. One person that does a lot of tutorials on making thumbnails and design and stuff like that is Stephen Van. So if you're not familiar with him, just hop in YouTube in the search bar and look for Stephen Van, and you spell Van, V-A-N, just like the vehicle. And he has a bunch of design tutorials as well. Rasman's Reality, Nick, just FYI, my goal is to become a Tuber Tools member by the start of June. That's cool. Yeah, when you get around to it, man, that's totally cool. You'll enjoy the stuff that is in there. That also gives you a little bit of time also to, that gives me time to put even more stuff in there, so that's totally cool. Hey, Gaming, just seen your message. The average 15 minutes on average. If people skip to the end without watching, does it hurt my retention? Yes, it does. Absolutely, because what happens is you'll get that spike at the end. Instead of it being a progression of them actually watching, they're just watching that end part, and that's the only part that's going to count. Old Not Dead, Nick, sorry I'm late. Hey, no worries. Thanks for stopping by. Nick, did I tell you that I recommended your channel to one of my subscribers? Says Kirby. Awesome. That's awesome, man. Thank you. High five, fist bump for that. I appreciate it. Let's see here. I try different things with my thumbnails. That's good, as you should. And just so you know, Levi, who is trying different things with your thumbnails, TubeBuddy has the option on their pro account. They have an option to A/B test the thumbnails. So you can actually, you know, when you're trying different things, you can actually get real life metrics on what is working and what isn't working as far as people getting clicks. So that might be something that you are interested in checking out. Discovering Natural, what is going on? Nice to see you in here. Beautiful day in H-Town. That's cool. It's a beautiful day in Thailand as well. We're supposed to get some rain, but you know, right now it's still nice out. Savage Scientist agrees. We see you, Cubicle, says Dog Hewson. I hope I'm saying your last name right. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to scroll to the bottom here. Hey, Nick, how much time did it take you to get your first 100 subs? VIP. Cubicle Gang, my first 100 subscribers came relatively fast because on both of my channels. On the first channel, because it's more shareable content and I knew where to put it. And I actually got my first 100 subscribers just from my channel trailer on my other channel. And on this channel, because of the type of content that I make, when I first started out, it was about like video and marketing and that kind of stuff. And because of that, I knew exactly where to share my content. And it was actually told to me by a friend of mine where to share the content. And because of that, it just took, you know, a handful of days to get my first 100 subscribers, maybe a week maximum. But when I first started, everything looked and sounded fantastic right out of the gate. So people hopped on board, and the information was solid too. So people hopped on board pretty quick. Let's see here. Canva is free. How do I know what my subs want if they don't comment? Asks Iceflyer391. If you are not sure what your subscribers want, if you're not sure if they're into your content, all you have to do is go into your analytics and look at your average view duration, and then you'll see if people are into the content that you're making or not, because they'll start dropping off and they won't view through the video, or you'll have a very, very low audience retention rate. And if that's the case, that means that, you know, you should maybe do something different or try to do something with the actual structure of your video in order to increase the length of time that people are watching your videos. Let's see here. Mr. Harry Britt, what's going on? Nice to see you in here, man. Domino Bear says, I recommended your videos to someone who wanted YouTube advice. That's cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. Mr. Harry Britt says, your video content tips and thumbnail recognition advice helped me smash it to 14,000 subs this week. That's 2,200 this month alone. That's awesome, man. Nice work. High five, fist bump. Yeah, here's the thing, guys. So Mr. Harry Britt is saying that the thumbnail recognition advice, the content tips in general, and the thumbnail recognition advice has helped him to get to 14,000 subs this week, and basically 2,200 this month alone. Here's the thing with getting subscribers and getting views on your videos and things like that, is there's a nice handful of things that you can put in place that are going to drastically increase your chances of being able to get more subscribers, being able to get more views, once those views come in, being able to actually convert them into subscribers. There's a bunch of different things that you can do that can increase your chances with all of this stuff. And I make videos about a lot of it. So if you are just coming into this live stream, or if you're not familiar with me, my name is Nick Nimmin. I help YouTubers grow their channels, make videos, and all types of other YouTube related stuff. But make sure that you subscribe, because that's the type of thing that I talk about in my videos. Is I try to help you guys. I try to help the people that watch my videos, other YouTube creators. I try to help them learn all of these different things that they can do to increase their chances of success here on YouTube, and to increase the amount of views that they're getting, the amount of subscribers. Journey with Jack, TubeBuddy is awesome. It has helped me very much. Yeah, TubeBuddy is fantastic, Jack. I actually have a link. Anybody that is not familiar with TubeBuddy, I have a link to them down in the description below. They are a game changer, or they can be a game changer as far as your channel growth is concerned, because they help you learn how to rank videos. They help you research the keywords that you're going after. They help you tag your videos. They allow you to do A/B testing in your thumbnails, in your descriptions, your titles. You can A/B test everything. A very, very, very valuable browser plugin. And just so you know, if you don't know this already, I actually live stream on TubeBuddy the first Wednesday of every month. So if you're not subscribed to the TubeBuddy YouTube channel, then make sure that you head over there and subscribe to their YouTube channel as well. Because I'm over there. Owen Himsath's over there. Brian G. Johnson's over there. Dusty's over there from Technology Guru, I think is his channel. So Daryl Eves is on that channel. I mean, there's a lot of really awesome knowledge being shared over on that channel. So if you're not already subscribed over at the TubeBuddy channel, make sure that you do that. Let's see here. This is for a blog post and bullet point. Let's see here. Use the thumbnail overlay in TubeBuddy to help tie the videos together. It gets people to recognize my videos and suggested. Yeah, absolutely. Like with the thumbnail recognition thing that Mr. Harry Britt's talking about right now, basically what he means by that is when people are watching your videos on your video watch page, right? Or you have a subscriber that's already familiar with your content. You want to make it as easy as possible for them to consume more of your content. And the easier that you make it for viewers to recognize your content in the sidebar, when it pops up on their homepage, you know, when they log into YouTube, when it's being suggested to them in the sidebars of other videos or in the end screens of other videos on YouTube, you want them to be able to see your content as your content. So they say, oh yeah, I watched this guy before and I completely forgot about him, but now I'm seeing this and I know that it's him because his face is on there, or, you know, you have some type of branding on there that helps them recognize it as your content. It's extremely, extremely important, and it adds up to a lot of views over time, especially as your video library increases. It just makes it easier and easier for people to dig deeper into your content. Let's see here. English Like a Native says, for your information, Nick's videos have pushed my channel from 300 subs to 31,000 in 8 months. That's awesome. And you make valuable content. You know, it's not, I appreciate that. I really do. And it's not just the tips, of course, because, you know, in order for that to take place, like, you know, I can give all the advice in the world, but if people are not making valuable content, they're not making content that helps people in some way, they're not contributing outward, then in that case, it's going to be a lot harder for the tips to actually work for you, this stuff that I share on my channel. But in a case like English Like a Native, you know, in a case like that, you know, she shares videos on, you know, how to speak English, about how to, you know, like all of the different things that people, or all the different topics that people talk about in the English language, and all of the English that actually surrounds those topics. So she's providing a huge service to people that are trying to learn the English language, and, you know, having valuable content and then mixing that up with the tips is definitely a fantastic thing, and will generate results for sure. Thanks for saying that, English Like a Native. I appreciate it. Let's see here. MMA fight tips. What is going on? I hope you are well. You know, I need to talk to you actually when we get the chance. You know what? I think we connected on Facebook. Send me a message, MMA fight tips. Send me a message right now if you're still in this chat on Facebook, so that I can hit you up as soon as this chat is over, because I want to talk to you. I was supposed to talk to you I think like a month ago or so about your channel, and I want to hop on and go ahead and take care of that now, actually. Let's see here. Embed puts media on another platform for viewing. I check Patreon. I don't have a page there yet. Grab the embed code. Yes, I'd like to sub your new channel. Let's see here. I'm planning on buying a domain. Okay, this is a good one. Okay, Levi says, I'm planning on buying a domain to help with branding. That would be perfect for blogs and embedding. Yeah, another thing that you can use a domain for is, if you are a new YouTuber and you don't have your custom URL yet, you can also use a domain to help people easily find your channel. So you can buy a domain name, and you can do this anyway with any size channel. So you can get a domain name, you know, yourchannelname.com, and you can always refer to that. So instead of referring to your YouTube channel, hey, follow me at youtube.com/whatever, you would say, you know, follow me at daniellebranch.com/YouTube or daniellebranch.com/videos. And then you basically set up a redirect so that your normal website is there, but if they happen to go to that particular page, then it's going to redirect them over to your YouTube channel. So, you know, using a domain for that purpose is also a really valuable thing to do. Okay, let's see here. Piranha Cupcake says, oh, Jazzy Puppet, nice to see you in here. Piranha Cupcake says, I recently finished binge watching all of Nick's videos, and I think it helped me improve a lot. That is awesome. Great to hear. WordPress uses Embed, Etsy does not. Yeah, and Red Rocket, just as a side note here, Cricket, she does a lot in like WordPress and things like that, so definitely listen to what she's saying because she knows what she's talking about. Let's see here. Daniel Branch, not sure how the A/B testing, but I'll try to research it soon. Okay, for the A/B testing, if you're talking about doing it inside of TubeBuddy, so if you use A/B testing, let me know how it goes. Okay, yeah, you're talking about the A/B testing. Basically, all you do is you log into your admin, and then inside of your admin, you'll see the option inside of your TubeBuddy. Go to tubebuddy.com and actually log in there, and then you'll see the options in there for the A/B testing if you have a pro account. And that's really awesome, especially if you're just working on getting your branding together. Kill Creations, what is going on? Nice to see you here. Kill Creations, nice to see you here, my brother. my stormtrooper friend. What was I talking about? Just got totally distracted by Kill Creations here. Let's see here. Every YouTuber should have a domain. Just get one, says Affiliate Marketing MC. Yeah, absolutely. It's a really good thing to have. And even if you have, like, for example, on my nicknimmin.com, because I've been focused on tuber tools. So on my nicknimmin.com, if you go there, all it has is this, I'm currently remaking the site. If you want to contact me for these particular things, you can do so here. And that totally works. And people actually find my YouTube channel through that because they're Googling me for other things. Millie HD says, you look like The Rock. I wish. Okay, any tips for small gaming channels like mine? It's really hard to get noticed, and I only have 22 subs in a month. I hope you see this, says Diesel Nation Gaming. Any tips for small gaming channels? If you're making a gaming channel, first off, you're going into a very competitive and hard niche because it's the easiest type of content to make on YouTube. So you're going into a very competitive thing. Now, in order to stand out, you have to provide some type of value that other gamers are not providing, or at least not as many gamers are providing. You have to niche yourself out in some way, or you have to be extremely legitimately entertaining. And what I mean by legitimately entertaining is you need to be entertaining in a way that is not trying to be another YouTuber. So you're not making videos like you're trying to be PewDiePie. You're making videos in your own entertaining way. You're not trying to use all these, obscenities and trying to do all these, other gamer type of edits and things like that. You're basically, you need to create your own style and your own way of doing things so that it separates you from the other gamers that are out there. In addition to that, you can also add value to your content by showing things instead of just doing like a let's play to where, hey, this is just me playing the game. You can actually show people how to actually complete levels. You can show people how to overcome certain tasks in games and things like that. And by doing that, you're providing an actual value to people instead of just hoping that they come and watch you play a game. A really good example of this is Paul over at the Schooled Zone on YouTube. Basically what he does is he mixes science and education into his gaming videos. So he takes a gaming environment and he says, okay, well, if a nuclear war actually happened, this is the type of things, this is the type of effect that it would happen. Talking about Fallout, for example, he would say, this is the type of things, and the person, would be going through this type of thing if this event were to actually occur. And, he goes into all of these educational details into the videos that he makes. It's really good stuff. Okay, let's see here. Daniel Branch, I have a paid pro TubeBuddy, but I need to learn to use the A/B testing. Yeah, absolutely. Jack Chi, what is going on? Nice to see you. New York Gaming says how to create your own way of doing things. You create your own way of doing things by not trying to emulate another creator. So basically, you want to communicate in your own way just by being yourself. You want to try to edit in a way that doesn't duplicate what other people are doing. Some things you can't get away from, because, there's only so many cuts you can do. There's only so many things that you can do. But, maybe you color your videos in a certain way. Maybe you use a certain type of graphic in your videos that helps connect people to your branding. Maybe you structure your videos in a way, like you play your game and then when your game's over, you edit it and you structure your videos in a way that are different than how people normally do it. So instead of just doing like a game where you just play the game, you know, you actually have your game broken down into different sections that, you know, that share, I don't know, for gaming, that you share, you know, a certain aspect of the game in different blocks, you know, throughout the video or something like that. But, you know, there's Nick, I follow you on Facebook. That's cool. Thank you. But as far as creating your own way of doing things, you know, it's all about how you're presenting your content and how you're presenting yourself and how you're entertaining, how you're editing and all of that. So just try to be unique, you know, like just like if you were to make a logo, just like when you make a logo and a header for your gaming channel, right? Like even in a case like that, right? Like hold on real quick. MMA fight tips. I got you, my man. Okay, so even in a situation like that, right, where you are making, I just completely lost my train of thought. But yeah, basically in order to make things your own way, just try to think of how can I make all of this stuff custom to me so that when people are watching my videos, they recognize it as mine. If they were to watch 10 videos without any names on them, if they were to watch 10 videos without knowing who actually made the videos, would the people who watch your videos know out of those 10 videos, would they know that, hey, these are New York Gaming's videos without anybody having to say these are New York Gaming's videos? That's what you want to strive for. Okay. Nick, do you have any fidget spinners? I do not. No. I know those things are hey, inappropriate K-pop mom. What is going on? Color, a simple way to, it was a quality of video, a little planning, and a color wheel can do wonders. Absolutely. Yeah, John, John Marshall, you have a graphic design background, so I'm sure you can give all types of awesome tips in here. Yeah, I do not have a fidget spinner, although I was hoping I would win one from one of those ridiculous giveaways here on YouTube. Let's see here. What if I bought the guy. What if I bought... Let's see here. At Random the Guy, what if I bought the domain for your channel and directed it to my own videos? You could never have that domain, and if people are searching for you, they would get me instead. Absolutely, and people do that. Okay, Daniel Branch made a very important point here. They said at Random the Guy, what if I bought the domain for your channel and directed it to my own videos? You could never have that domain, and if people are searching for you, they get me instead. Right? So that's another reason that it's extremely important to have your own domain name, because if you don't have it, you're leaving the door open for somebody else to come in and grab it. And that's definitely not what you want to do, because if it's not something that you think about and then your channel does start to get big, then somebody else will try to capitalize on your name. I'm checking something here real quick just to figure out which one it is. Yeah. Like I take this to such far lengths. Like on mine, I have my nicknimmin.com, but in addition to my nicknimmin.com, I even have Nimmin Live as well. So if you type in Nimmin Live right now, nimminlive.com, it actually takes you to this live video right now. Let's see here. If you guys are looking for some great advice on making YouTube content, get on Nick's email list. It helps me out tons. That is also true. Yeah, if you want to get on my email list and you want to join the VIP club, you go to nicknimmin.com/VIP, and that gives you access to some free video graphics and stuff like that. It also just sold a bunch of domains. It also puts you on the mailing list. I send out an email almost every Friday, and I talk about, things that are happening on YouTube. I talk about things that are happening on my channel. Sometimes I talk about things that I've learned on YouTube or something that I'm working on. Sometimes, I just send out a promotional email. The one that I sent out last Friday, or yesterday, I should say, that email was basically letting people know that tubertools.com is now open for, tubertools.com/members is now open for business. So, there's all types of different values that get added to the emails that go out with the VIP club, in addition to all of the free stuff that you get inside of the actual membership area itself. Okay, let's see here. Is there a point in subscribers where your channel kind of snowballs? There is, but here's the thing, Green Thumbs Garden, is in a lot of cases, not all cases, but in a lot of cases, channels will go like this, right? And they'll have this growth to where month after month after month, you'll start getting more and more subscribers per month, right? And a lot of that comes down to having a lot of content, because the more content you make, the more people that are going to come in, as long as you're ranking your videos and stuff like that. So, you know, it happens because of that, but it also happens because, you know, more people start sharing your content, and more people get into what it is that you're doing, and they'll share your stuff on Twitter, they'll share your stuff on Facebook, or, you know, wherever. And in addition to that, if you can get your engagement going up and you can get your watch time going up, then YouTube themselves will start pushing out all of those additional videos, and they'll start suggesting all of those additional videos as well. And all of these different aspects of it, those are the things that help your channel start to go like this. Now, on the flip side, the nature of YouTube is, in a lot of cases, you know, a channel will go like this, and then it'll kind of dip. Not, you know, sometimes it'll just level out and then go again, and then level out and go again. Sometimes it'll climb and then it'll dip a little bit, and then it'll climb higher, and then it'll dip a little bit, and then it'll climb higher and then dip a little bit. So the exponential thing is true in most cases, but it's also kind of like a roller coaster in a lot of cases as well, to where it's up and down, up and down, up and down. But the goal is, each time it goes up, when it goes down, don't freak out. Just keep making content that is stuff that your viewers are looking to see. And then when it goes back up, you want it to go up higher. And then when it drops down again, don't freak out. Keep making good content. And then when it goes up again, then it usually goes up higher. So it just kind of, you know, it's like steps. You know, you just kind of keep going up like that. And that was more of kind of like a worm, I think. Okay. How do you make Google Chat transparent to display it on live with OBS, asks Troy Dotson. Okay, with Google Chat, do you mean the YouTube chat like I have going on the screen right here, right? This stuff over here, Troy? With this, basically, this is just CSS. So inside of OBS, you can add the option for a window, I think it is, browser source. And then when you add that, you basically pop out the window of the live chat, and then you copy the URL of that live chat, you drop it into the browser source option, and then you go in and you change this, you code CSS in order to make it look, you know, however it is that you want it to look. For me, because I have certain fonts I use and everything with the stuff, you know, with all of my branding, so I wanted this to match that as well. So I've got the fonts matching up here, the fonts are matching up down here, you know, the fonts all match up to this, so that it's all, you know, so that it's all seamless. Okay, so scientist, thanks for inviting this 3 months. Red Rocket TV says, dab for us, Nick. I don't know what you mean by dab for us. You mean that? Like dab? Green Thumbs Garden, my pleasure. Yeah, that's what this live stream is for. You know, when I come on and I do these live streams, that's what it's for, you know, to help people out, to help people, you know, learn something they might not have learned, or help people understand something they might not have understand, or basically just to help people that come into the streams, just to help you, you know, propel yourself further, to help you be able to reach more people. Okay, John Marshall, struggles for real. I have a 6-year-old. Puppet, you're welcome. I was able to move set to a basement. Oh, nice. 99% of the people on my social media don't share my stuff, even when they tell me they love what I'm doing. Any advice for this kind of problem? ARC Crow. Okay, here is a hard fact about YouTube and social media in general. In comment sections, people are always nice, and they are always awesome. They're saying that your content is great and all of that, but your stats will never lie to you. The amount of shares that you're getting will never lie to you. Like for me, like when I'm considering highlighting somebody that subscribes to my channel, one thing that I look at is I'll be like, hey, has this person interacted with me anywhere else? Have they shared my stuff anywhere else? Have, you know, anything like that? So when you're not getting that engagement of people sharing your stuff, that means they're not as into your stuff as you think they might be. So the reality of that is that it's not that big of a deal, right? So if they're not sharing it, it's not that big of a deal. Eventually people will. But that's a good thing about analytics and stats in general on any platform, is that you can see what like people are going to tell you one thing and then your stats are going to tell you something. So the trick is to see what aligns, right? So if people are really into what it is that you're doing on YouTube, you'll be able to tell that by your view counts. You'll be able to tell that by how many people are watching how many subscribers are watching your videos. You can see that in your analytics. And you can tell by how often your stuff is being shared, and you can tell by your actual average view duration in your content. So people might come in and they might be like, oh, this is great. I watch all of your video and all of that. You have a bunch of people say that, but in your audience retention, it says something different. I have somebody that I work with that on their channel, they have one person in particular that is coming from a very obvious location, and they say, hey, I come in and I watch all of your videos, right? Or I mean, I watch, the whole thing. But in reality, that person doesn't watch hardly any of the video at all, but they just come in and they leave a comment saying that they do. So your analytics will tell you everything. And if people aren't sharing your content right now, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Eventually they will, but look into your stats. Your stats is 1,000 times more accurate than what people are actually telling you in your comment section, because people are going to be nice in the comment section, because that's just a cool thing to do, right? Just comment, hey, good video, whatever. But if people are really into your content or not, that's what you're going to figure out from your stats. No, I'm not from Milford, John. I have a friend of mine that lives in Milford, and because of that, they are my go-to email in the United States. I actually have 3 different emails that I use in the US, and one of those is in Milford, Ohio. But I did used to live in Cincinnati, though. So I lived in Cincinnati, I lived in Indianapolis, lived in North Carolina, lived in Jacksonville, Florida for 3 months, lived in LA, lived in, let's see here, where else did I live? Yeah, I've lived in a lot of different places. Okay. So, any place to find people to collaborate with. What I would do, Dolce Mom Life, is one, live streams like this are great on the YouTube, like, help people channels, because if you can go in there and mention that you're looking for collabs, that's helpful. On Reddit, even though it's not as busy as it once was, this particular subreddit called r/YouTubers, on that one, they actually have it's either a weekly or a monthly collaboration thread, so you can go there. Facebook groups are a great place also to find people to collaborate with. And of course, looking in your hilarious typo in your description, Nick shirt. Oh yeah. You know what? I meant to fix that. Somebody mentioned that in the last live stream too, but it's in my it's in my defaults for my live stream Cricut, and I didn't change it. But yeah, for collaborations, Facebook groups are good for that. The subreddit is good for that. Reaching out to people in your niche, just individually, trying to collaborate with them that way, that's also fantastic. John says, I have friends that live in Milford. I'm in Northern Kentucky. I lived in Northern Kentucky for a little bit too. Where are you at in Northern Kentucky? I lived in Newport, in an old house in Newport. That was actually the coolest house. Second coolest house. That was the second coolest house that I ever lived in. Loved that place. It was on like a nice cobblestone street. Absolutely loved it. Okay, time to go. Thanks, Nick. Journey with Jack. Thanks for hanging out, man. You've been in here for a long time. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you hanging out. Hopefully you found some of the information in here helpful. Yeah, real quick, just to get a roll call, I'm curious. Since we're talking about locations here, Jessica Mama Foss says, I'm from Cincinnati. Hey, nice. Very, very cool. So let's do a roll call. For those of you that don't mind saying it, where are you in the world? I would love to know where you guys are at in the world. That's just an interesting thing to know. We've got Winnipeg, Canada. That's cool. We've got Cincinnati. We've got New Hampshire. Almost in Florence. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Hope to increase your audience retention. Let's see here. Brandon Foltz is in Cincinnati. Nice. In Mason. That's cool. Yeah, I spent some time in Westchester too. And in Mason, actually. Like, let me think, like Route 42 that takes you from like Westchester into Mason. Yeah, I was up and down that all the time. Let's see here. This town's called Sugar. Nice. Love it. In the UK, South Spain. Nice. So Green Thumb's Garden. I have a friend of mine that is here in Thailand with me, and he's getting ready. Well, he's considering going to Spain to have back surgery done because he's having some problems with his discs in his back. And he asked me to go with him. And if he gets the surgery done, I'm going to go with him. So if that's the case, maybe we could meet up for a coffee or something if you are into it, and we could talk about YouTube. John Marshall says Cincinnati's a YouTube hotbed, apparently. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, YNS Food in Bangkok. Yep. So another Thailander here. Springfield, Massachusetts. Boston Rouge. East Tennessee. Michigan Upper Peninsula. Canada. Nice. I have a handful of clients in Canada. Highland, Illinois. Rochelle, Illinois. Norfolk. Nice. San Diego, California. Finland. Nice. Chicago. The Windy City. Kenya from Africa. Nice. Dayton, Ohio. So in my past, I did a thing, and this is for the Dayton, Ohio. Gosh, what was the street there? Man, I can't even remember now. It was for a Precision Tune Auto Care. I did some marketing for a Precision Tune Auto Care that had a bunch of locations all over Dayton. I think they had 7 different locations. This is years and years and years ago, probably 15 years ago. I did some marketing for them in Dayton, but I can't remember the name. Can you show your settings in OBS for recording and streaming? Yes, I can. Give me just a minute here. From England. That's cool. Another person from England and Maryland. Wow, this is Florida. Nice. Greensboro, North Carolina. Wow, all over the place. Yeah, this is fantastic. Northern California, Perth, Australia, Italy, Ontario, another Canadian there, Texas, Brisbane, Australia. Nice. Yeah, this is great. Yeah, I love seeing this because I'm fascinated by the reach, right? Because it's the internet. Like I'm fascinated by the reach that because we all come from different parts in the world. We're all in different time zones and all of that stuff, but we all still find a place to meet up here online. It's amazing. I'm just fascinated by it. Beaver Creek, just by Dayton. Grew up in Beaver Creek. Nice. I had a friend of mine that grew up in Beaver Creek also. Let's see here. Castro Valley, California. That's cool. How do you go live? Let's see here. I'm in Qatar now. You're a Filipino. That's cool. I've been to the Philippines a nice handful of times. Love the Philippines. On my other channel, All Our Questions, which I don't update it anymore, but I'm going to. And on that channel, I actually have a video of me in the Philippines where I give a bunch of facts on the Philippines. Love me some OBS help, Nick. Yeah, that's cool. I'll go into OBS right here in a second. I'm Brazil. Nice. Very nice. Okay, so I will open up my OBS here and I will screen share that so that you guys can see it for those of you that are into that. And because I know a lot of people are not into OBS or into live streaming at all, so I'm probably going to take a hit here on people in the stream, but I still want to show you. So let me figure out how I'm going to get OBS in here, make sure that it will let me. Let me close this up here so that you don't see that part. Let's go into window capture here, and then I will show you OBS. Let's see here. Do I want to do this in a window capture? I think so. Okay, let's see here. Chrome, Notepad, nope. That's not going to work. 1 second. It's been a little bit of time. Display capture. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. So I'm going to take you into the Twilight Zone here for a second. Now we are in the Twilight Zone and you are seeing OBS. So basically I'm going to turn the display capture off here so that you can see, a little bit of a difference of what is going on here. But I'm going to give you a quick rundown on OBS and on what is going on here in OBS. So basically, how this all goes down is down here in the sources. This is where I stack up all of the graphics and things like that. So the display capture is basically what you're seeing right now. The intro is, if I transition into this, then that is happens. The thumbnail is basically the live thumb that pops up. The chat, of course, is right here. Text for the ticker there. Top left graphic there. Ticker bottom there. And, of course, the webcam. Now, the question for this was, how do I show... Man, I can't even remember the question. So go ahead and drop the question in here again on what it was that you're wanting me to show you inside of OBS, just so that I can make sure that I answer that. So that I can make sure that I answer the question. Why should you go live if you're a small channel? To connect with the viewers that you do have. Let's see here. Exploit works for me, just 3 or 4, but it was a nice practice. Okay, so as far as somebody mentioned the audio delay, that they're having problems with the audio delay, in order to fix the... Okay, there it is. Affiliate Marketing MC says, please share how to sync the audio and video in OBS. Been driving me crazy. All you have to do is, if you see this mixer item right here, that's cool. MMA Fight Tips, if you're still listening to this, that's cool. I just got your message. If you click on the mixer right here, then you can go up here and you can change your sync offset right here. For me, usually between 200 and 500 ends up working the best as far as, you know, what ends up getting my sync worked out. So, but this is what you do. You go into your actual microphone, and then you change the sync. You change the sync here. Which, one thing that's funny, and I didn't notice this until just now, is I actually synced for this stream. I synced it in the wrong thing. So right now, I'm not sure if my sync is off or not. But if it is off, this is why, because I made this error. But yeah, basically like 200 to 500 usually works if I'm having problems. So I'm not sure if I'm having problems or not in this situation, but that's how you do it. Can I show my settings? I'm not sure if this is going to crash anything or not. Seriously, Nick, great. Seriously, Nick, Red Rocket TV. Cricket says, seriously, Nick, great community here. So many awesome YouTubers. Absolutely. Awesome, awesome people that watch my videos and that come and participate in the live streams and that are just in the comments in general. You know, like all types of just awesome, awesome channels in here, and helpful people too, which is really cool. You know, a lot of people sharing their own knowledge. Okay, so this is off. So if my sync is off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into here, and I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to change it to, let's say, like 200 and see if that ends up changing things or not. I don't know if it's going to. Everything's going to be kind of crazy right now because I'm like showing the screen and all that. So that's probably going to be a little off too, but we'll see. Affiliate Marketing MC says, thanks. Where can I go buy something from you? I love it. There's a bunch of ways you can buy something from me. You can go buy a shirt. My Patreon page, which isn't even like, I don't have anything on it yet, but you can go there if you want. Patreon.com/Nick Nimmin. And you can also go to tubertools.com, buy something there, or you can join Tuber Tools as a member to where you can find useful stuff for yourself too at tubertools.com/members. Or you can just give me a like. That's cool too. But if you want to buy something, you can. Let's see here. So let's see here. Where do you recommend an editor on Android? Any more OBS questions here before I close out of this? Okay, looks in sync to you. Drop the Twitter for you, Nick. The more the merrier, right? Absolutely. Thanks. I appreciate it, Old Not Dead. Thank you. Great inspiration to help me on my channel. I just hit 8,000 subs. Thank you for helping us and keep up the great work. My pleasure, Yo-Yo507. Awesome to see that you've hit that milestone. 2K away from 10,000, man. That's going to be an awesome one for you. I'm excited for you to hit it. Do you know how to break dance? I do not, Millie's HD. I tried when I was younger, but, you know, I just can't do it. Oh, yeah, my settings. That was the next thing. So the settings, let's see here. Is it going to show my stream key? I'm not sure if it's going to show my stream key or not, so I can't actually show you my... Here, you know what? Let me turn this display off here. Give me 1 second just so I can make sure that it doesn't show my stream key because I don't want to have to edit that out. Let's see here. Go into my settings. Okay, it does not show my stream key. Okay, real quick also, since I just did that, I'm gonna turn my volume up here for a second just to see if this if my audio is synced or not, or if I should change that back. So let me turn this up just for a second. Okay, yeah, so now it's okay. Maybe it was okay before, I'm not sure. It's just a minor adjustment that I did. But okay, so I'm going to take it back into the settings here so you can see my settings. So from my settings for OBS, of course, I have my theme set to dark here. Besides that, most everything is set to the default values. So, oh, hold on 1 second here. Let me turn this on. Okay, so for the most part, everything is set to the default value. So when I go into stream, all I have here is the YouTube and YouTube gaming ingestion settings. For my output, I have my bitrate at 2500, and this is my settings there. For my audio, this is my settings here. Video settings are 1920, but I scale it down to 1280 by 720. From time to time, I've tried it at 1920 by 1080, but it ends up being more choppy than usual. Sometimes it'll push through, other times it won't. So now I'm just scaling it down to 1280, just so I don't have to worry about it. But that's the settings. Hopefully you found that helpful. Okay, audio sync is a little off now. Okay, so then I will go in and I will change it back, and then maybe we'll be okay. So let's go back into that mixer setting, and then I will take that down and just take it completely off and see if that fixes it. Okay, never used the OBS, downloaded it, but I'm afraid to use it. Can I practice without having to go live? Absolutely. Okay, Christy Diaz says, can I practice going live without actually going live on my channel? What you can do is you can go into your YouTube live settings. When you're in your YouTube live settings, you can change, just like you would in a video, you can change from a public stream to a private stream. And then when you go into a private stream, then you can just view it yourself, and you can practice as much as you want to and test everything as much as you want to. And then you're okay. You just set it to private, and then you're good to go. Nobody's going to see it. Unless, of course, one thing also, just as a side note, when you go live, and you have it set to private, make sure that you also go into your settings for your live stream under advanced, and make sure that you do not have it set to go live after you're done with your actual video, just to have that secondary fallback, so to speak, in there. Okay, let's see here. Canada, hey Nick, I love your videos. They've helped me reach 1,000 subs. That is awesome to hear. J3 Big Dig in Canada. My question is, do you have any tips for a channel where all footage is live and outdoors? With that, if all of your footage is live and outdoors, then you are, you're stuck with being live and being outdoors all the time. So really, I would just try to make it as entertaining as you possibly can. And also, one mistake that people make with live, and it's really hard sometimes because live streams, especially if you do long ones, can be kind of tiring because just like in radio, you don't want to have dead space. You don't want to have a lot of dead air, so to speak, in your videos. So one thing that I recommend is keep it all going by not having a bunch of dead space and not trying to figure out what it is that you're doing and things like that. That way, you're even if you don't even know what you're talking about, like me right now, like I'm just trying to fill space while I'm getting to that next thought, right? So in this situation, I'm filling the air with talking about filling the air. So, so as crazy as that sounds, just try to keep it going, try to keep talking, try to keep the people that are watching entertained, just like you would do if you're doing a radio show or something like that. Okay, so got a question for you, Nick. What's the best site tool for doing giveaways? I will hit 10,000 in a couple of days, and I'm unsure what to use to do it. I do know this, but off the top of my head, I can't remember the name of it, Everyman. I apologize. Hopefully somebody else can chime in with that one. And it's not something that I'm familiar with. It's not something that I've used, but I do know that there is something, and I just can't think of the name. Christy, no problem. I'm glad that was helpful for you. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. I want to thank everybody that's been hanging out for the majority of this live stream, for, coming by. I appreciate it. I appreciate, you guys hanging out. And, I appreciate you asking questions, because without your questions, I wouldn't have you know, things to answer and I wouldn't have things to talk about. And I enjoy your interactions and I enjoy you just being a part of this community. Like Cricket at Red Rocket TV mentioned earlier, you know, this is an awesome community here. And I appreciate you guys that come in and participate. You know, you guys are like extra level viewers, so to speak, because, you know, you're in here, especially you guys that pop in here a lot, you know, that are a part of this and that are, you know, always interacting. And like Doug Helson UT, you know, he was in here answering questions that, you know, that I wasn't able to address or that I hadn't gotten to yet. You know, he's in here trying to help other people out as well. And I just appreciate all of you guys that are in here connecting with each other. You're in here helping each other and all of that. That's just fantastic. And I love that aspect of YouTube and that aspect of the community that is going on, you know, around this channel and around the information here. So that's awesome. And I thank you guys for participating and being a part of this as well and answering the questions as well. So even though it's a subscriber Q&A on my side, you know, a lot of you guys are answering each other's questions and helping each other out. And I really appreciate that. And I appreciate you for it. And Brandon Foltz for the super chat. Thank you. I appreciate that. So with that out of the way, guys, if you are not following me on Instagram, you can follow me there, Instagram.com/Nick Nimmin if you're on Instagram. And if you're into that kind of stuff, I show some behind the scenes stuff as an example. I put a picture up there of my live streaming setup right before I went live here, just to let people know on Instagram that I was going live. Same thing with Twitter, Twitter.com/Nick Nimmin. You can find me there. I also posted a picture there, letting people know that I was going live. And Tuber Tools is my website. If you do want extra video graphics and you want to get extensive monthly training, I'm putting one training video in there a month that's like a deep dive into different aspects of YouTube. So if you're interested in that, go to tubertools.com/members and you can find video graphics there, and then you'll get access to the training, which will be going up on Monday, will be the first training video, and things like that. So all types of really cool stuff that I'm adding into Tuber Tools for video graphics and stuff like that, that will help you on your YouTube channel and on other aspects of social media as well. So again, thank you guys for coming in here. I really appreciate you for stopping by. And with that said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Oh, and one more thing. Just because I said that I was thinking about doing it, I'm going to go ahead and do it now. There we go. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.